We don't talk about the whole. The whole must never be seen or heard or spoken or felt or touched again. As it took me that long to remember all 5 senses. At least the common senses. But yeah, no hole. Hole is now illegal. Well, after that kind of weird intro, welcome on in everybody to this week's Wheel of Mystery Randomizer. Welcome on in, King. Welcome on in, Caltrix. How you do- Oh my god. King? King. Ah. How do I even follow up with that? You're laughing way too hard. Yeah, I mean, yeah, from what little I know about Metopia, that does sound like appropriate for the shenanigans that it can cause. But yeah, here we go with some Wheel of Mystery Rando. We got... You know, I wonder if we're ever going to see a day where we don't have like multiple slots on a single game at this point. Because I think, what's the second highest game at right now? Okay, I suppose the second highest is only at 14, so if it doesn't get picked, it'll only be at 16, so we'd only have like one slot back for everything again, assuming we get to miss a quest tonight. But yeah, I'm starting to think that's just not going to be a thing for a while. We're just going to be having like these big, massive slices for like the rest of time now. Just a trash kind of sound when you hit the bottom. Except it's so far deep that you only barely hear the echo of it. You don't hear the actual sound itself, you just hear the reverberations of it. But yeah, let's go ahead and just do the thing. Get the wheel of good old heckin' speed. Oh, we actually got Mr. Quest. Holy crap. We are actually doing the thing tonight. Let's heckin' go. Ow. Okay, if you're trying to catch me, you need to catch me from the other side. That side just bonks me. And it makes me sad. Alright. Rando. Now, one thing that does suck about the Mystic Quest Randomizer is that every time I have to manually select all the settings, new version is available. Okay. So logic. I forget how the logics work. Standard. Yeah, just standard. Same as standard, but item placement logic includes other routes and coins. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Original chest, or the red check. Let's just do include but not prioritize. Include but not prioritize. Include but not prioritize. Progressive gear. Progressive gear just seems more fun, honestly, in this than just getting like the super biggest weapon off right off the bat. Random starting weapon, shuffle brown box, sky coin. Okay, I kind of like the idea of doing like a more or less full playthrough, so I like the idea of the State of Crystal as a sky coin mode. Let the enemy scaling do the thing. No randomizer, no shuffles. Shuffle positions, yes. Progressive formations, no. Doomcast. One thing I'm wondering about Doomcast is if I actually still want to do the boss fights in there, or if I want to just like be able to skip those. Only the bosses are blocking your way in the corridor of the King's Dark Room. And their floors. I think I'm gonna set it to boss rush mode, so that way if there's some like extra pieces of armor in those sections, I'm gonna at least have somewhat of a challenge by not having those. I just tried to channel the most how dare face for that drawing. Not like a Wrathfang could just greatly offend it. It's like, how dare you exist in my presence. Overworld shuffle, no, I don't want that. Crest shuffle. Shuffle the crest tiles along themselves. Do I feel brave? I do not feel brave. Doom Castle shortcut. And the start to Doom Castle at Focus Tower's entrance. No, I think I'm good. Tweak frustrating? Yeah, sure. Map shuffle. What does this do? Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't know if I'm ever going to be like comfortable doing like a map-based shuffle in this game. Starting companion, none. Available for leveling type. Yeah, I kind of like to save the crystal. There was an asynchronous randomizer of this I did a while back, and I kind of like the idea of getting the crystals being your way of leveling up your party members. The spell type book. Let's go extended. Feel like being able to have more than just life on 2 of the characters. Banning location standard. Leveling curve. Shuffle battlefield rewards. Absolutely. Yeah, random 1 to 5. I wish you could make random 1 to 3, but it doesn't really allow for that. I don't really care about hint NPCs. Mystery flag? Oh, I have the flag options now. Randomize the... no, not randomize the palette. Randomize the sprite. And reduce battle flash is actually sure. Alright, that should be all the settings. So save preferences. You know, it only doesn't save like the important stuff. Roll seed and generate. Download. Get that opened up. I'll get that over there. Get this over to Mr. Quest. There it goes. Yeah, control's connecting, so it's gonna do a little bit of a thing. Put our name in. I would put in like the name I use for my async rando, but it's way too long for this one. I think this only accepts like 8 characters, and I would have done like Air Engineman, a combination of my name and the character's a canonical name. But we're just gonna be ourselves. Let's go. Also, I should change my category. Also, not immediately sure who this character is. I think they're from Final Fantasy 2. Well, 2 US for Japan. Let's get some freebie stuff in here first. Okay, so start with our basic sword. No, I don't need to access that. Yeah, you don't do anything until you get the tree wither. Heal's not bad early on. Makes some of the status effects less annoying, but even then it's not super useful. I also need to kind of get used to the idea of like the brown boxes not actually being anything important this time. Because in the async rando I did, even though the brown boxes could be like important items for other people. That's like one defense right now. That's all that does. That's not even really like theoretically useful. Let's go get our first friend. Furion from Final Fantasy 2 Japan. Okay, so I was right with 2, just with the wrong version of 2. Welcome on in, Striker. How you doing tonight? Just win. Just win, 5-head. Okay, only 2 fights here. That's good. I think this one gives us money, but money is definitely good right now. I always forget to turn the character back to manual. Ow. Oh, I can dart. Makes you want to do another Wind Waker randomizer? Do it. Do the thing. And have fun. And enjoy yourself. This is not a request. This is a threat. Yay, critical hit on character that doesn't need the crit. Oh! Okay, that's a quick one-shot. Also a good bit of money. I'll take that. Guess I didn't see how many fights were in this one. Okay, so the sword is actually good enough to do on the poison frogs right now, I think. Hopefully it's still right. Why does the UI seem different to me? Have I forgotten the power you hold? I mean, maybe. I think you overemphasize the strength of my memory. Although I do not remember what you were referring to, yes. But before you said that, I did in fact forget. Fear me. But I don't want to be afeared. Fearing is for dummies. 69. Nice. How dare you miss? How dare you miss? Really, nobody's capable of doing anything. Good level up. I think I'm gonna start calling Trista Mistum instead. It's kind of a joke from the Ogre Battle speedruns, where one of the characters that you get early on and use for like I think the middle portion of the game, named Tristan, tends to like miss every single attack ever. starting to feel like I should give Tristram here that name, too. I think we can still get most of the stuff in the level forest. Yeah, I think we'll try to go there next. I think it's mainly just like 1 or 2 items that we can access, yeah, because we don't have the axe. You're dying again? I recommend against that. I don't think it's covered by insurance. Okay, that's 1 chest we can't get to. 2, but we're fine with that one. Okay, this one's important. Ooh. Okay. Better Night Sword. I'll take that. More damage and more speed. All right. I thought he moves out of the way automatically. Ooh, we got some armor. Get corrected. Yeah, I noticed that. Just 07. This section seems fine-ish. Okay, Sun Coin. Already have our progression to the next area. Oh, well, hello. Okay, so now we can do all the level 4s except for the boss itself. I think we have to have Kaylee in our party for that. We need bombs for that. Ow! Cure potion, I mean, sure. Okay, so we need bombs to be able to get anywhere in here. We do have at least 1 key item we can access in level 4, so that should still be good. Okay, that goes up only. The box are just on attack mode? Apparently. So somebody needs to find, like, the on-off switch and turn it to off. At least I gave most of my resolution. Now I'm just in 480p. Really? Do I even have... I don't have the... I have a slot for that. I can cast Meteor once right now. Anything else cool? Possibly? Hell yeah. Better axe. Although further axes and swords don't give us any more progression. Okay. I guess we're good. We can do almost everything in the first area. Well, that one hit me. That one hit me squarely in my glasses. You wouldn't hit a cat with glasses, would you? I mean, what am I saying? Of course you would. You just did. Ooh, seeds. Seeds are always good. And yeah, for those who don't know, seeds are what basically replenish all your spells. As far as like usages go and whatnot. Because this game kind of functions like D&D where you get like a certain number of spell slots. And you can cast whatever spell of that level with whatever slots you have remaining. I think I'm hiding behind Kobo and getting him killed. Well, now I just feel bad. 10 minutes in, I already have 4 weapons. 5 if you count the starting weapon, but yeah. I would say this is going to be an easy seed, but yeah, I've already seen enough systems that make that not a guarantee. Okay, and shield. I don't think that gives us any elements. No, we have no resistances right now. It's not like the second level stuff. Or upgrades, there you go. Apparently Laidback has that as a quirk. I mean, I don't know how that would work as a trait for that necessarily. Hey, welcome on in, Gecko. How you doing tonight? Going pretty good so far. We finally managed to get the other super big slice. So we're actually about to get this taken care of. And starting next week, we'll have 1 slice for every game again, which is kind of weird, honestly, at this point. Yeah, escaping the hole, which we're not going to talk about, is certainly a thing. There it is again. There's what again? What, me blowing things up? That's kind of my my signature move here. Hey, welcome on into me. How you doing tonight? Yeah, I still love how bombs are kind of mostly useless in fights and the randomizer. You can use your emotes so you can keep them on a leash. I mean, good luck with that. Because A, I don't think that's actually going to help, and B, I think you might like that. Hashtag is Demi live. No, I'm actually kind of tempted to try to make that into an actual thing now. I don't know why, but I'm tempted. We should be able to do this fight now. Yeah, because this gives me more speed, right? So we should lose speed. Yeah, we lose 5 speed. Do get a bit more attack. I don't think the speed's gonna matter so much, though. Yeah, the bombs are just useless right now. We do have Meteor. Let's see how well this works with Meteor. You have any? You have only life. Okay. Strong against various statuses. Yeah, I think we win. That's only 1,500 damage to the first area boss. Nothing stopping her from... Yep. No hole shall overcome me. And... Tristan was supposed to have leveled up there. I don't know why Tristan didn't level up there. I'm concerned. Oh, no, it was armor. We're resistant to fire and silence. Okay. Yeah, that's what happens when you get like literally the second to best possible spell in the game and use it on the very first boss. You know, hashtag just random things. One ad break, leave me alone. Hashtag pet the demi on ad break. I love how I'm still like partially forgetting how to get out of some of these dungeons, even though they're like mostly extremely simple. Okay, so we've done everything we can here in this section. I guess we can do a couple more battlefields. 3's fine for XP. Especially as I think these should all... Oh, I do not want to redo Meteor. That is completely unnecessary. Yeah, the game is expecting you to be alone at this point, so there's only going to be like one enemy in these battlefields. Never mind. I was wrong. I'm doing so much more damage than Tristan right now. Why are you still level 7? Unless I picked the wrong option. Did I pick the wrong option? I can double check. Save the crystals. Save the crystals individual. Each companion will level to their second version. Oh, when a specific crystal is saved. Okay, so I haven't found his yet. That's what it is. I love when a character is confused, but they still do exactly what I want them to do. Ooh, 2 level ups. Let's go. Not that one. Oh, we're going over here. Which just kind of works out, because then we can get Phoebe, who's like literally the best ally in the game. After getting some refreshers. Which we'll probably never ever use in a rando. There's a couple free items here we can get. They're free because there are literally no enemies on this map. And thankfully we don't need the claw to be able to climb these either. We just do so naturally. I think it should be the 5th vine. So 3, 4, and then 5 for the last item. Yeah. I wonder whose job it is to glue the monsters together after they disintegrate? I have no idea, but they're probably not getting paid enough. That's all I can really comment on. Is there anything I can get here? No, I need the glove to be able to get there in the first place. And I don't think there's any items there anyway. I am picking up Phoebe before you do any of these battlefields. Wait, I thought Phoebe would be here. Oh, there's a cat claw and sand coin. Okay, we can kind of go back to the way the game is intending us to go. Or is Phoebe in here? Maybe. No. I thought we could get Phoebe immediately here. I guess not. Re indeed. Or Fee Re, if you will. Cure book. Actually, yeah, I'll take a cure spell. How much money do we have right now? We have... Okay, we still have like almost 1,000. You're welcome, I'm back, Caltrix. Demi's no longer an ad break, so if he talks, he's neglecting his stream. I mean, I wouldn't hold it against talk. Wow. Now, unfortunately, Demi seemed to have rolled a 1 on his stealth check. Oh, there are chests in here. Okay. Explosives, armor. Let's go. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else for us to do here. I will find you in a random person's stream, and I will boop you. But yeah, I could have sworn we had to find Phoebe in there. Huh. Okay, there's an item here we can get. Oh, that's what we need to finish up the level forest area. Which, honestly, let's do that. Because I wonder if maybe Kaylee's the one who levels up to, Okay, we can climb up here now, but I forget if there's anything actually for us to get. Okay, there's the... I forget which one that is. That just loops into that. Yeah, there's nothing important here. When we find the crest for that, which I think that's the Mobius crest, then we'll be able to do something, but for now, not so much. Yeah, we'll open this up momentarily. Alright, please be higher level. Nope, still level 7. Does she technically have the better axe than I do? Okay, she actually has literally the best axe in the game already, even though she's not supposed to. Oh, then she loses it immediately anyway. Oh, no, she doesn't. Because normally she gives us her axe and has, like, a different weapon equipped instead. No, I've actually not even seen, like, the freezer demon on Demi's stream. I need to find out what that actually is. Wow, I didn't even need a meteor. And refreshers. That's not helpful. Okay, so in order to get her... Oh, wait. We need to go in here. So in order to get Kaylee, or Kaylee's last check, we need to get the... I think it's the elixir for Why Are You Gone? Well, this is concerning. I think I can still just freely walk to... Well, no, because we got the... I think we have the coin that lets us go to Iceberg area, whatever it's called. Yeah. We can do this. We'll go get Phoebe, then, the early version. Yeah, that was Kaylee, the first companion you normally get in the game. She helps with, like, basically that one area, and then she's, like, poisoned and just kind of taken out of commission. Okay, so here's gonna be Phoebe. And some cure potions. Okay, you're higher level at least. Okay, I wonder if everybody's just their base version up until we get the certain crystal then. Oh, actually, one fight we'll do that. If I consider adding Musashi to the randomizer wheel, I've been considering it here and there. I almost feel like I would need to get more comfortable with the game before I would actually put on, like, the wheel itself. Because one thing I do like for the wheel of randomizers is to be able to finish them in a single night, and I have no confidence in being able to deal with the Musashi yet. But maybe at some point in the future. Welcome in, Aegis. How you doing tonight? Oh, we have an item here. Oh, it's 5 fights, though. Oh, and that's gonna be a bunch of unexpected attacks. I don't like that. Yeah, like some battlefields, for whatever reason, will just give you nothing but, like, surprise attacks. Okay, apparently this is not one of them. Let's go. How dare you miss? Okay, still one shot. That's at least good. Oh, nope, nope. That's not what I want to do. I think that's still the regular frog, which just to be, like, super weak in comparison. Yay, one shot. After giving the enemy a reverse mohawk. The best kind of mohawk. I just realized I'm doing almost the exact same damage as Phoebe right now. That kind of amuses me. You to vanish for a bit? Enjoy your vanishing. Why do you miss? I don't pay you to miss. And I don't not pay you to miss either. Oh, just cure potions. Alright, let's see what we can get in town first. So we don't have the spring water yet, so we can't springify this area yet. Got some arrows. I could technically cut down those trees, but eh. Heal potion, sure. I'll get plenty of money otherwise anyway. I still have no crest, so I can't use any teleporters. I think that's all the items I can get for here for now. I think it's like 95 gold to rest, but it should be actually fine, yeah. Like I said, we got the money. Plus I can get all my spell slots back, so I can maybe meteor twice. Okay, so normally we go to this area first. Now, all the brown boxes, I'm basically checking to see if we get any seeds. For more spell replenishment. I was trying to figure if I can actually... No, I can't. I'm going up this way, though. Well, that would necessitate a fight. I'll go back there later. Well, this is being annoying. Did Phoebe just say good job not being a klutz? Yep. Yep, that's exactly her MO. Yeah, they gave her a bit of a personality in the randomizer. Yeah, she basically kind of treats herself as like the actual main character of the game. And honestly, I think storyline-wise, she's kind of in the right for that. But even though we played the base game like within the past year, I still like forget most of the normal stuff. So normally at that section is when you actually get the claw that I have right here. That's how you're supposed to get this canonically and for like game progression wise. Because normally what happens is like the section basically kind of breaks off, then you fall down, and then she gives you the claw so you can be able to kind of climb yourself back up and prevent that again. The previous guy was swearing. Yeah, that's another personality, quote unquote, that they gave to another character. Now, I would say that one is actually kind of more amusing, because it's not something you normally see in this game. Also, having the magic mirror is interesting. You can actually see the enemies in one of the areas. Exit. Okay. Nothing super... Well, I guess actually it's kind of functional, but yeah, then Tristan and Ruben are... They don't really get much of a personality themselves, so they don't really act any different, which kind of makes me sad. I will do a safety save here. We should still be good on everything. Yeah, I'm going to take care of the ads before using my big spell. Just because I don't want the damage divided. Ha! You missed. Meteor, you have Thunder. Thunder should be good. That's good. Oh, he's strong against it. But it still killed him. Okay, seeds are good. There's still more items for us to get here, though. Is it bad that it took me a few seconds to figure out which Sid we were talking about specifically? Even though I was literally just playing Final Fantasy VII within, like, the past week. So I feel like there is at least another Sid that did have kind of a, like, a sailor's mouth, if I remember right. I just don't remember which one. Wait, didn't I? Oh no, I think I'm thinking of the actual Ice Palace region going up ahead. The Sid Final Fantasy Multiverse goes wild. Honestly, you know, I'm surprised they have not just made a spin-off on Fantasy that's just nothing but Sids. Are all Sids surnamed Highwind? I don't believe so. I'm trying to think of which games I even know that they have surnames. I think it might have been in 4. I'm fairly certain it wasn't in 8. It definitely wasn't in 9, because the Sid in that game was literally the king. Yeah, I don't... There's probably multiple games where Sid's last name is Highwind, but it's definitely not all of them. I can say that for pretty much certain. Well, welcome in, Snowboy, and thank you for the lurk. Tad careful with movement there. Boing, boing. Yeah, in well, 4 at least, like the US 2. Yeah, because the US 2 is, I think, the first one that actually has a Sid join you in combat. I think the only other game that's had a Sid that you actually fight with in combat has been, I want to say 16. I think the only one. You mean Final Fantasy 2? Like the original 2? Possibly. I never really got super far in 2. So I wouldn't be able to really confirm or deny that one. But I know the first appearance of Sid was pretty early on in the series. I remember that much. Alright, time to destroy you with a bunch of space rocks. Destroyed. All that for a refresher. Oh, okay, one fight for an item. Let's second go. Okay, we gotta strike first. It makes me feel so much more confident. Yeah, Sid first appeared officially in Final Fantasy II as a White Knight of Finn who piloted an airship. Yeah, because I know that the whole thing about airships has been a pretty consistent theming around Sid. Not quite for every game, because I don't think he had an airship. Was there an airship in 16? So I remember Sid like kind of like led the I can't think of the right words on it, organization, but like the organization that was trying to like help save people, stuff like that, from the Empire and whatnot. No surname? Yeah, sounds about right. It's always weird to be able to see the enemy positions in the Mystic Quest randomizer here. Go methodically to get every single check. That way we would have been down. Not sure if there was an airship in 16. I think there might have been to give like a reason for fast travel being a thing, but it didn't really play like a super big like gameplay aspect, I think. Okay, no, there definitely was. Okay, no, I think it was, yeah, there was an airship in that game. It was basically built by Mid, who was Sid's daughter. And she was trying to kind of help, yeah. Using game more for lore purposes. Yeah, I do want to say, now I'm thinking about it, I think, like, Sid's daughter actually does build a proper airship that gets used at least for some. Oh no, I think it helps. I think it's what helps get you to the Ultima actual final boss fight. I think that's what that does. At least that's what part of it. Maybe it was big, but it's there for lore purposes, but not much for gameplay. Yeah, I think that's about probably the best way to phrase it. I do want to go this way first. Critical hit. Final Fantasy 3 says her name is Haste. I don't think that's broken. Please stop stoning me. I'm not into that. So, wait, first bird is 2. So did Sid have a last name in Final Fantasy 2 then? Or was he just straight up Sid then? All the Sids had different surnames? Really? I thought there was at least one other one that had Highwind as like the second one. I don't remember if he had a surname in 6. Okay, no surname in 2. Okay, that kind of makes sense because the games were technically simpler then. Ooh, bomb upgrade. But I think against a single target, this is actually gonna be stronger now. Yeah, single target ought to be stronger. Get that open. Okay, only one enemy in this path. I'll take that. Eat him. 16th surname was also unique. I don't remember what any of the... Telemon, okay. Yeah, I'll admit, outside of like the Sid High one, and even then I forgot about that one until you actually mentioned it. That's probably like the only one I would theoretically even know in like memory. Which is kind of weird, because usually, like, at least when it comes to like people I work with, I'm pretty good about knowing both their first and last names, but for some reason, just like, that doesn't really apply for anything else. You only remember it because the airship is Highwind? That's for the reason I remember it too. It's actually like canonically linked to him in more than one way. It's like, just like straight up his airship. Actually, no. No, it wasn't. Well, okay, I'm trying to remember now, because I know the Tiny Bronco was like straight up Sid's. But I think the high one was just a ship that was being used by Shinra. And I don't think Sid had anything to do with the actual airship. Well, no, because he steals it. I don't know. I'm realizing just how much stuff I don't know. I don't know, maybe that's just like a silly coincidence, or they forgot to make that connection like more explicit or something. I feel like there's a lot of ways they could have probably done that better as far as like linking. Like at least one of us kills. That didn't do anything. Unless they had some kind of status effect applied from the bow, which I don't think that caused any status ailments. Time to Google that up. Today's a Final Fantasy Wiki Rabbit Hole Day. Oh, you'll be there for years. I moved too far. And I guess it wasn't the worst thing. Ooh, Santa River coin. Ooh, better claw. Now we can do more status ailments. Does this one cause paralysis? Actually, the first one caused paralysis. This one also causes confusion, blind. Yeah, I'm going to get status ailments. Also, ow. And welcome on in, Solace. How you doing? I was not paying attention to the game. But how you doing tonight? Yeah, the book. Okay, critical is important. So it did belong to Sid. Okay. But how did that work then? Because as far as I'm aware, he didn't actually do anything other than like the space program. Also, why you keep boxing me? Ah. And welcome on in, Moxie. How you doing tonight? Gotta see if you're lucky again. 1% chance, every chance. Let's see if the bow is enough. Okay, it is good. Now move carefully so I don't cause the same shenanigans I did before. I almost caused the same shenanigans as before. Okay. Oh, I can't flip that switch just yet. So, kaboom. We already got all those chests. Come on, where are my seeds? Ooh, I almost ran into that fight. Really? 2 immediate fights that I can't avoid? Really, game? That's how you're gonna do me? I don't think you're weak to fire, but I may as well try. Okay, it does enough damage at least. Let's see how much the high-level bomb does. Jumbo bomb. Okay, 900. I was kind of hoping for more, but I'll take it. And same fight. Yeah, same thing. Oh, congratulations, Arliss! You got yourself a kitty! Couldn't even wiggle the box. How dare you explode? That enemy had such an audacity. Get this ready so I can get that big chest later. I think you're strong against Earth, and I think a lot of bosses are strong against Earth in this. Wait, do I even have spells left? I did not consider the consequences of my actions. Alright, seed myself up first. We got 12 seeds already. That's like pretty damn good. That's not a lot of damage. We actually might do more with fire, even though it's a lower level spell. Okay, now we can meteor. And then fire. Okay, decent bit more damage. And you're probably gonna be strong against this. Yep, strong. So, white, I guess, is gonna be the route that we go. You are actually kind of on the tough side. I don't like that. Good thing Phoebe is OP with her curing. Yeah, more white, more fire. Why are you only targeting Phoebe? That's fucking rude. Alright, more fire and more fire. Oh, I should have equipped the claws, which give me more magic. That would have been smart. Leave her alone! Okay, more magic. Let's see if this is enough to finish it off. It wasn't that much more damage, actually. Oh, heck you. How dare you heal? I did it. And we get full healed. Oh, nice. We got the best Phoebe. A second go. I did the wrong one. Actually, that's perfect. Now we can get Wake Water. Okay, so we can fix up the town now. And then, yes, just head back down here, I guess. Wrong way. So still everything on the left side of the dungeon we need to complete. No, I guess it's actually probably a little faster just to do this. Then we re-enter. It does let the enemies respawn, but since we're not going to be going through those same areas again, we should be fine. Oh, we got the Elixir too. Nice. Seems like the only SIDs that weren't engineers were 16, Tactics, and Advanced 2. I hardly know anything about the Advanced Tactics games, so I can't really comment on those. But yeah, Tactics 2 was just basically just a war general. I don't remember that much. Yeah, I guess Sid in 60 never really did anything like technical, I suppose. That was all his daughter. Well, I mean... Wait, so 8? Final Fantasy 8 Sid was also an engineer? I know he was like the guild headmaster, or the seat headmaster. Ooh, Venus Shield. Yeah, I didn't want to be an engineer. I did not mean to get in that fight. Welcome back, Couch Dixon. Thank you for the hydrate. I don't know if I'm fast enough, but let's do this anyway. Okay, I'm fast enough. Good. Actually, that bomb might be enough on its own to take 2 out in 1 turn. Let's second go. Okay, so that's that one. So I know there was like a pseudo hidden entrance for one of the... Already open that, right? Yeah, I'll open that. There was like a pseudo hidden entrance for one of the chests in here. Although I think it was only a brown chest, so actually I don't think we need to super worry about it. Ooh, Cupid Locket. Yeah, it's just a brown chest, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, now we have some more ailment resistances, which is nice. Now let's go fix up the town. I don't think that unlocks any checks. And I think it lets us buy seeds from like the grandma and the inn, but outside of that, it doesn't do anything else for us, like progression-wise. Yeah, just the headmaster overlooked him because he did technically provide the player with the capability to pilot the campus. I don't remember how the storyline goes for that, so I'm not really sure like who's quote-unquote responsible for that technically. And we got more seeds. So and of course the important chest we can't get access to. Can we at least get more seeds? Nope, heal potions. Cat doesn't see me. I'm invisible. Hiss. I may not see you, but I hear the hiss. I may not have I may not be allowed to have my 1 sense, but I'm still allowed my other 4. I still have that sense too. I still have the sense of touch. I can feel myself getting bonked. Can we do anything here? Oh no, this just shows up when you can't get here. Whom is this, thinking I cannot perceive them? And the audacity that they have to assume such a thing. Right, I still don't have the key for any of this. I can get that, but I guess seeds aren't bad. I sense shrimping. Fun fact. Even though I am a cat, I am not a fan of seafood. Like, at all. Why do you get to go before I do? That's not cool. You basically just hand them the keys after revealing the secret that the entire school could fly. I thought there was more to it, like, storyline-wise than that. I could be wrong, though. And I never really, like, deeply gotten into the lore of the game. So that could also just be part of it. Dang it. Just to make sure we can take one of you out. At least it's only the one fight here. That was weak. There we go. Oh, just seeds. Dagnabbit. Okay, so... Wait, do we have the other coin yet? Item. Okay, we do have both coins. You're also not a fan of seafood with some exceptions? Technically, one exception for me is tuna. I can take like a bite or two of like anything tuna-based before I'm just like, no, I think I'm good. You took me on a date to cooking classes? That is definitely not in character for me. Because in real life, I have absolutely no interest in cooking whatsoever. And equally, no skill. I think for me, it's something about just like the time it takes to be able to cook food, stuff like that. It just kind of makes my brain just like not interested for the most part. I was cutting the onion so well that you cried. You're welcome and I'm sorry? You're on the other side of the room. That's my true hidden power. To make you feel from a mile away. Maybe a mile and 5 feet at most. Oh, why did I do that? Yeah, I still gotta do so many fights to get this item here. Once again, just Metopia things. I missed what item that was. Okay. Okay, it wasn't anything actually, like, important. Do I want to know a crazy moment? I feel like there are a lot of those when it comes to Metopia. I don't have the multi-key yet, so I can't get into the house here. I could grab Ruben or Tristan from here, but there's literally no reason for me to do so. Not Metopia in real life? Okay, sure. Lay it on me. Yeah, we can take a quick rest. Why not? We should still have money, right? Okay, we should have enough to be able to buy whatever the person has here. So this house is... that's Ruben. And what do you have? Thunder Rock, okay. That is, I think, progression? Maybe? Which crest did I get? I got the Libra crest, okay. Do you live just a few sturdy streets away from your online friends, so you both live in the same town? Heck yeah! Yeah, there's at least one person I can think of who still lives in the same, like, overall metropolitan area as me. But that's because he's always lived in the same metropolitan area. He was one of them was actually my roommate for the longest while. Yeah, there's a couple other people who are like pseudo-local, like they're within like a couple hours drive as well. There's actually like several people I know who used to be local first to me who have like since I met them, like moved out to other states, stuff like that. So it's always kind of fun to meet up with people after like so many years to just a random thing like Twitch streaming too. What do you mean missed? Oh no, critical hit for less than 10% of my health. Ah. Yeah, this does not cause petrification, right? That's not what I want to go to. So blind, poison, confused, paralyzed. Okay, so it doesn't do insta-kill. He isn't a furry, you're still a lone soul in that regard. Well, I know there are like plenty of furries in like most region, like big city regions of the states. And oddly enough, like, so I'm in Minnesota. From what I remember hearing, Minnesota is actually like the second most populous furry location in at least the U.S. I forget how the ranking compares to like worldwide, but yeah. In fact, 4 of the 7 original like furry artists, which I think is probably the best way to phrase it, actually were all based in Minneapolis too. So in a way, Minnesota is partially kind of like the birthplace of furry, way from back in like the 70s, which is kind of cool. This would lead me to the end area, which I don't want to go to quite yet. I think I'm taking the slow way for all this right now, but that's fine. That's the wrong path. Oh, it's not even a red chest either. Can I one-shot these guys? Because the mummies are going to be much more annoying than the gnome. Or Red Cap is, I think, his name. Okay, good, we can take him out. You know, I kind of wish this game had, like, an enemy name randomizer, like the Earthbound randomizer has. You come up with just completely silly names for these monsters. It's a side feature I would love to see. And yeah, right here. And neither one is important. Okay. Can I do anything over this way? Okay, I didn't realize there was a third bombable segment. Okay, it didn't amount to much. We got seeds, though. I'll take that. Okay, so from here... Yeah, we can only go down this way. Today you learned that you love the credit song for Remnant 2. I forget what Remnant 2 even is. I know it's a game, and that's literally all I know about it. Made you feel things, strong and good emotions? Well, yeah, for good emotions at least. Okay, so now I need to head... Yeah, I basically need to go back to the quote-unquote beginning. That's not the way I want to go. I did it dumb. Dang it. Just when I thought I was finally learning the randomizer, I do silly stuff like this. Okay, so I don't think there's anything above or below. I think we're just going to, like, fight this guy. Yeah, looks like we do have that starting up momentarily as well as a heads up. Within like a minute or so. Okay, got you guys taken care of. Time for you to be strong against Earth again. Oh, you have access to white, heck yeah. Well, that's all I need. Works for me. Come on, bomb upgrade. I'll take sword. I did want the bomb upgrade, so I actually finished off this check right here. But I guess I'm not that lucky. Yeah, sword upgrade is good too, because I think it's actually the best single target weapon in the game. Plus, it gives a big speed boost. Gets dusted away. I didn't bring out the Sweeper Sweeper. No, it's only one fight. Let's see how much money we can get out of this. Don't need spells. Good damage. Okay, not as much money as I was hoping for, but it works. And then we do have the gas mask here, so we can also see all the enemies in the upcoming sections. So going down there doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. You bought it a Sipsky? I do not get this reference. Oh, it was about me getting a drink. Yeah, that was from a can of pop, which specifically a can of Zero Sugar Sunkissed. Okay, don't need that item either. Yeah, I like my flavored beverages. And really, the only, like, quote-unquote flavored beverages I've ever had, like, an actual liking for have been, like, various flavors of pop. That's pretty much my main drink of choices. Okay, so the boss is actually down there. Does this just, like, make us leave the area? I think it just makes us leave the area, but I want to double check. Not one shot. Uh-oh. The devil's number. On a Cerberus, no less. Yay, level up. Okay, it just makes us leave. That's fair. So instead, we want to go this way. Used to only drink soda, but somehow, you don't really know, ended up preferring water to drink. I know that there have been a couple times where, like, I would occasionally start trying to get myself to, like, eat and drink healthier stuff, where I did kind of swap over to water for a while. But yeah, for me, it just I need some kind of flavor to make my brain happy when I'm drinking things. And water, at least cold water, does have a kind of flavor to it, but it's not variety for me. I need a variety of flavors. Because maybe I do want to... Yeah, because I think get stuck over there only. Does this actually progress me further? I know there's more areas for us to explore, including the boss. Yeah, because I remember my very first time trying to do that. I tried going for just water, started, like, not really appreciating the lack of flavor of variety. Then I tried going for a regular Diet Pop, and this was, like, a little over a decade ago, something like that, before Zero Sugar was even a thing. The only Diet Pop I ever really cared for was, like, Diet Dr. Pepper. Even then, that was kind of, eh. It was enough, but it definitely wasn't my primary choice. If it's gonna sound like a lunatic, cold water tastes like a breeze scented by morning dew. Honestly, I get that vibe. It's just a nice, clean flavor, which is kind of what I like about it. Yeah, just like nothing unrequired about, or nothing. I guess nothing unnecessary with its permutation. That's how you legitimately describe it. I mean, yeah, like I said, it makes sense to me. Oh, that's not good. Okay. So far, she's still helping. Welp. I am not allowing that. Okay, poison I'm more than fine with. That doesn't do anything, like, noteworthy to us. 2,000 damage, damn. Or if you will, 2,000 damage. It's okay, Medusa. Balding is a natural thing, and bald can be beautiful. Okay, that didn't accomplish much. I think that's everything here, actually. Yeah, this section kind of sucked. Hey, like I said, bald can be beautiful. Judge her not for her lack or presence of hair. Okay, so we can't get access to that. We don't even need to because it's not even a key item. Yeah, this is one of those areas where I always have trouble, like, figuring out what path leads to where. When you see that enemy you hate, I need to get a better look at that emote. Just get ready to stab. Loading, stab attack. Yeah, these are technically flying enemies, so they should be weak to... Oh, yeah. It's so kind of funny, like, I remember as a kid, like, Phoebe's bow attack, just her basic attack, I remember doing so much more damage when I played it a long time ago. And now it just does, like, a modest amount of damage most of the time. Okay, so then... Okay, so I guess I do only go this way. Okay, there's an actual item. So many doorways. Yeah, I can never remember what door leads to where, what door is actually important and whatnot in this level. Wow, they didn't finish him off. Okay. I mean, granted, the claw is the weakest, like, damaging weapon out of all, but I still think at least a pair of attacks should finish him off easily. Nothing up there. And, I mean, maybe? Nah, just cure potions. Yeah, once you get enough seeds built up, you literally don't need any other item in the game. That's a lot of ninjas. That's a lot of ninjas. How dare you miss? Ow! What are you doing getting criticals? That is heckin' illegal. Well, she's dead. I'm gonna take the chance. Yeah, I threw. They're defeated in their face. Also, yeah, Phoebe literally has like 40 casts of cure and heal spells. And life spells. We will basically never need to use the seed on her as long as we do like an in-rest every now and again. You sensing me to solo battle with the Dark Sun? See, I'm not 100% sure if I'm thinking the title correctly, but when I hear Dark Sun, I think of like the D&D world where that's like very low magic base and then like a desert wasteland. I actually had a PC game of Dark Sun from back in the day. I didn't understand how any of the mechanics worked, because I had no idea what D&D even was back then, but I still enjoyed it. Oh no, 12 damage. Final boss of Metopia's post-game? Oh, so like the secret super boss. How could you? What have I ever done to you to cause this? So nothing else we can do in this region right now. Can I even see what items are over there? If I even need to come over here? Oh, I can't even see what items are potentially over there. That sucks. Well, hopefully that's not actually important. I think we have to go down now. Oh no, or were we just here? We were not just here, okay. This is new. I learned my lesson for the other... Oh! Okay, it's only one shot. Apparently now she knows what she's doing. Yeah, let's have you do a fire spell instead. Oh, still not enough. Oh, she still has spells. Rude. Why did I go with the bow when I knew it wouldn't even one-shot to begin with? Maybe I should be using Thunder, actually. That has a chance of... Well, doesn't matter, I guess. There we go. I might still need the path to the right. Oh, actually, no. There's an item up here. Okay, just a brown chest. We don't need that. That's a lot of enemies. I'm not going to take the risk of getting a game over and have to do that section again, if I can avoid it. Get her. Just got there with the something terrible is coming anxiety. I recommend against that. I don't remember Phoebe being this... Well, I guess the enemy's stats are randomized, so maybe they just have more hit points than normal, but... I wasn't expecting Phoebe to do, like, this little overall damage effectively. Can I make it to where all chests look like brown and have useful items in any chest? Not that I can remember in the settings. And honestly, I kind of like being able to know which chests are important in a run like this, because it kind of feels like I'm able to actually like make a choice to be faster. as well as just like getting pure luck and things. Yeah, 'cause there's a little bit about like the strategizing the route and such. That still, a randomizer still needs to be able to at least be a decent rando. So this is another one of those sections I always forget like which direction leads to which segments, which ones are actually important. Okay, so that's important. I think there's a bunch of items down here too, though. Ooh, hello. Venus key. Okay. A spell. Better axe. Ooh, a better armor. Oh, I think the axe still does less damage than the Excalibur at this point. Yeah, it does less damage. But then again, the axe does have enemies that are weak to it, whereas the sword doesn't, so it still has its purposes. Gemini Crest, okay. A little bit more teleportation capability. Critical hit. Ow. Okay, I'm actually getting kind of wounded. I do not approve of this. There we go. So I didn't need to go down at all, I don't think. Yeah, no. Let me get this check. Dragon Claw, let's go. That is actually an important go mode item right there. And this one can in fact cause instant death. A random anecdote about yourself. There's a glyph on Caltrex's cloak called the Sun Veil, which if you do follow your dream, will be the logo of your game studio, the logo of your game development group, Sunveil Studios. That'd be cool. You should do the thing. Actually, I suppose that does bring up the follow-up question. What genre would be your first game? I think there are items still in this segment we can get. But apparently not vital ones. That just shows the exit. Fantasy RPG, question mark? True genre still in question? So between like, you know, turn-based, action RPG, or some other kind of RPG kind of thing. I suppose, how many different subgenres of RPG are there at this point? Imagine that'd be kind of a lot. I'm 99% certain you're strong against this, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So white does 2,000. Meteor is probably gonna be resisted. No, it's not. Okay. We just keep this up then. But it would be turning your world into a game series. I think from our prior discussions, I imagine there's enough lore and characters and stuff like that. You probably have enough games for like an entire like Final Fantasy series. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I think all we need now is the Captain's Cap, and we're actually in go mode. So we do have the Venus Key, which I think lets us get access to the chest that's in here. It's unlikely to happen when you refuse to let go of that dream. As I said before, I believe in you. You can do the thing. Have you tried any kind of like game development before? Or would you still be kind of like starting from scratch at this point? Oh, I think the keyword also works in here too. Yes, I think the multi-key that we get later on is only for stuff in Fireberg. Very minor with classes in high school, so it'd be basically from scratch. So I'm guessing kind of pseudo like RPG Maker kind of level games. So I know I've made an occasional attempt to try and make a game with RPG Maker. I would always eventually get like distracted by just like making monster encounters and kind of getting stuck in that for a while and then just like forgetting it existed for like months on end. I've never really been the type to come up with like actual stories or like full-on mechanics or anything like that. I've always been kind of more just like general gameplay focused on things for the most part. Yeah, which wouldn't come close to your vision. That's totally fair. I know there are some people who can do kind of surprisingly like cool looking things with RPG Maker, but yeah, I know that takes like a lot of specific effort to make that work. And even then, just like learning the actual coding language that RPG Maker uses as well. It's not the worst. It is a system that kind of makes, at least from my experience, does mostly make sense from a general coding perspective. But yeah, so you have to learn an entire system just to get into that for like details, which I can imagine is not everybody's cup of tea. More armor. Okay, we don't have the Mobius Crest yet, so we have the Libra, and what's the other one we have? Okay, we do have the Gemini. So Libra and Gemini currently. There should be at least one slot we can access here. Another big chest. Okay, do you have plans to compose a theme for Caltrix in your future? That sounds cool. Oh, well, hello, Mobius Crest. Like, oh look, a Mobius Crest. You might need this later. 2 minutes later. Oh look, a Mobius Crest. Okay, that was actually not helpful at all. Thank you, game. I think that is all the crests in the game, though, so we should be able to teleport just literally anywhere. Oh, there's a multi-key. So now we can go back to Fireberg if we need to. There should still be more stuff here somewhere. Not there, apparently. That's not where I want to go. One thing I do like about this area is that you can always avoid the encounters with the enemies, as long as you're willing to just like cut a bunch of trees down. It's still a lot faster than actually doing the fights. Well. Okay, so that's basically everything here then. Now, into the Deku Tree. Which is in fact fully beatable now that we have the Dragon Claw. I suppose I do also need to make sure I can beat the Pazuzu Tower as well, which I think I do already have all the items I need for that. But yeah, like I said, I still need to find the Captain's Cap in order to get the last of it. The Deku Tree looks a lot bigger on the inside than the outside. Yeah, in this universe, it's also a TARDIS. So the Deku TARDIS Tree is what it's called. Pardon me, Live Oak. I must ask you a question. My question has been answered. You know what? Fair. Yeah, well, what was the line you said before? Just knowing that there is the squint of disdain sustains me. So yeah, this is a section I got very lost in when I was trying to do the async randomizer for this a while back, because I kept forgetting where I need to go to do things. So this only gets me to an item, I think. Oh, I can actually go this way. Fine, I don't get the information about you, new character. But knowledge. Knowledge should be shared and given freely. Oh, I think that's our... Okay, so once we beat Pazuzu Tower, that is our go mode. But honestly, we could just leave now, probably. So I know we have, like, a lot of the good gear as well. We have all the weapons. Most of the armor. No, actually, I think, yeah, we're just good. Let's see if I can at least remember how to get through the rest of this dungeon first. I think this is actually the right way. I think I'm actually remembering for a change. Yeah, most on the off chance I find like another like good chest that gives us actual stuff that we want. I forget which early to wear. So I think one of these paths is actually useless. And of course, it's the path that I choose to go down. Well, I guess we could go this way too. I think it was only a brown chest though, yeah. Okay, so this path, I guess in a randomizer it could be important. But for the most part, that was just not necessary. Yeah, petition to make a Metopia interactions canon. This is a joke. You have no clue how I feel about having been on several dates with you. I mean, there's already the whole incident, which leads me to say nay to that. Hashtag we don't talk about the whole incident. Yeah, just wanted to see if I can get any, like, better gear upgrades before we head to Bazooza's Tower. And then we should be good enough as it is. Yeah, there's just, like, nothing good. YOLO. It gives me ammunition to plug the Discord. Well, I mean, okay, here's part of the other thing as well, is that trying to make more plot points canon, my brain already has enough trouble remembering things from, like, actual games I play. I would not remember all the new lore we're getting here either. My brain can't handle it, Captain. It doesn't have the power. All the new and frankly cursed Aaron lore. I mean, that's just known as just general Aaron lore, to be fair. Stab rod, which is in fact very important in this dungeon. It gives you access to, like, most of the rooms, honestly. What's our secret message? Okay, it's just science. I don't know why the secret message is science, but the secret message is science. Does this drop us anywhere cool? Yeah, we're just exiting here then. Okay, so we do have the Thunder Rock, so we can get a check from, I forget what this character's name is. Get a free check from you. All right, that opens up a bridge to the oncoming cave, which I don't think we actually really need. I think we just needed the, one of the crests for that. Where was the house with the basement floor panel thing? So I think that one takes me to Fireberg, which I could use the multi-key to get a couple quick checks. Yep. Refreshers, meh. Oh yeah, that's actually it. That's actually not as important as I thought it would be. But it's obviously Dr. Wily. I would say it's before he got into his crazy phase, but I don't know, he kind of looks crazy already, not gonna lie. Let's get a free rest, well, quote-unquote free. Let's rest real quick. Wake up pose. Yeah, the new character's name is Lohan. He's an Earthfang sage gifted with a small fraction of draconic power through having bits of quartz in his body and fur. That's an interesting way of having draconic power in you. Also, I don't think this actually does anything, but I always talk to a girl just in case. Okay, so where is Pazuzu starting? You're not on the first floor. Dang. Or Dr. Wowie. You gotta stop Dr. Wowie and save the world, the Mega Man. One of the most quotable games of all time. I was hoping you would explode from that. Now you have to explode normally. Of course you would do that. Just in case... Well, she's probably gonna miss. Oh, she actually hits. Nice. Yeah, she may not necessarily do a lot of damage with her bow, but I still don't want to be blind. Okay, is there anything we can do over here first? Ooh, armor. Or spell. That's not super useful. That's actually like the lowest level spell of that rank, so not super helpful. I think you were weak to wind, but I don't have wind right now. How about fire? Oh! You have a magic shield. Okay. That doesn't kill? Well, that's concerning. This is very concerning, actually. Ha, you missed. Too many eyes. The eyes do not have this. Yeah, quartz is material directly linked to the dragons, which are gods, and is extremely rare and precious, as the only amounts of it exist from when the dragons arrived into the twin worlds. So did they, like, cause it to, like, spawn, or did, like, they bring it with them somehow? Like, how did the quartz actually come into existence in that area, if they're not, like, natively from there? To oversimplify it, yes. But I gave a lot of comments on that one. Too many to be facilitated with a simple yes answer. I want to see if I can just, like, destroy you with, like, petrification or something. Actually, that might be the wrong enemy target for that. Okay, they are strong against petrify, but they still died. I'll take it. No, if you want to be blind, I'll just let you be blind. To the first one. I think my first comment was how it just like spawned in the world when they arrived. I think it was my first response. I already forget. Sure, let's try Thunder. Oh, he's weak against it. Okay. Cool. Okay, there's the first one. I think there's 3 switches that we need to hit in order to lock all the floors so we can actually fight the boss. I think they're on every even number floor. Nothing important there. Nothing important there. Okay, the door's over there, or the switch is over there. Yeah, though of all the dragons, only 2 actually originated from the Twin Worlds. One is Magnus, who actually achieved apotheosis. I do not know what that word means. The other is Caltrix, who, like you mentioned, is one of the oldest divine beings. Where is Switch? Oh, there's going to be a bunch of fights regardless. Can I... Sure, we'll just do white then. Okay, so it does still oh god. Wow, that was a good choice of terminology. Apotheosis is the action of attaining godhood. I didn't know there was actually a word for that. Cool to know. Okay, let's try it this way then. Let's do Thunder on you, since you're weak to it. And I think the bomb should be able to destroy the tentacle eyeball thing in one shot. No, it doesn't. That's unfortunate. At least I can't be blinded. There's a switch. Okay. So now we should be good to fight Pazuzu. Now we just retrace our actually, I think there might be some items still at the bottom we could go for. That's not where we want to go. That just brings us back to the regular ending. Yeah, this is where we're going to find the items. Oh, there's an actual item. Let's go for it. Do this. Okay, level up. Okay, next bell, let's go. So I think Pazuzu was on floor 5, so one more floor up and we should be good. Does this skip 2 floors? Or is this just 1? That does do 2 floors, okay, so we need to go down 1. Okay, we definitely don't want to go that way then. Yeah, Loan is currently in the timeline placement limbo, as you're still figuring out where he fits within the lore, most likely toward the last 10,000 years of the current timeline. Okay, I think over here. There he is. I need to get down there. Oh, I need to take it. Okay, so I need to go back down and try to get up that staircase then. There's no other... I mean, I guess I could try it. Is there an alternate way down to this floor? Oh, I think that's where I go, possibly. How do I get up there? Okay, that's how. Yeah, this dungeon is always a puzzle and a half, just trying to figure out where you need to go and how. I forget if you're actually weak to fire or not. You are not. But it's still enough. That did not do what I wanted it to do. Dang it. So this way just brought us back up here. Obviously, that was not the right answer. That's not the fight. Dang it. No, it's only 1. I didn't mean to spell, but okay. Well, I thought fire doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's still one-shotting a lot of enemies. Okay, so obviously that is not the right path. There's no staircase up here. I think both these staircases led to the same place. Can I get down to there? I think I can. Now, remind you, when you posted your sketch, someone asked you if there are special properties the weapon Scotch was holding. Mention one to spare the discard of wall of text. As my usual answer is to a lot of things, do it. We got plenty of seeds. We'll pull everybody back up. Safety save just in case. And if someone hasn't realized it, go very in-depth with lore. There's a lot of people who like to go like super in-depth with that kind of thing. And while it may be too much for like my brain to be able to like comprehend necessarily, I'm still always appreciative of the people who can like even do that kind of thing. But Aaron, the poor Cat Fae. Worry not, the Cat Fae will survive. I believe. I disagree, game. Also, ow. Please do not do that. What did I just tell you, game? Need a channel specifically for your lore dumps? Game! Quit being a dick. Well, he's dead. Which I guess is fine, because I can't do any attacking right now anyway. Oh god, okay. Defending myself and curing. Okay, this boss has definitely got a big damage increase from the randomizer. Defending hardly did anything there. Good lord. Okay, at least it didn't petrify her. Okay, only now is he starting to get weaker. Defend again, and cure again. At least both my characters go before he does, which is nice. Ha! You suck. How did that do more damage than I was defending? That seemed weird. Oh, not a spell. You know, I think we're fine just to do regular spells at this point. I don't think I need a seed. Beautiful. Huzzah! And Skycoin get. Alright. Let us be gone from this foul place. And then I think we had to go to one of the caves here. I think it was this one. Come here. This did not take me where I thought it was going to take me. Can I still do anything with this? Apparently not. Okay, so that was not the answer. Oh wait, no, it was in the alive forest. I think it was like the first crest spot. I think that's where I need to go. Like hear it, I think. That tree is not supposed to be like that. The hell? What? Wait, is that supposed to be the representation of the Deku tree having moved? What is... I think that's to be the representation of the Deku tree? But I thought they... Or maybe they do move from up here. Is that a vanilla thing? If so, I don't remember it. That must be a vanilla thing, huh? Interesting. I like how there's still an enemy on top of it, though. Even though we can't even reach it. No, that wasn't it. Was there the one up here? I have absolutely no memory of this, apparently. Wait, no, we already did all the things. Wait. You know, I'm starting to wonder, when I did the async random for this a while back, maybe I actually did shuffle the crest locations. I specifically remember having to go to the Alive Forest to get to where I need to go. Okay, so that gets that set up. I need to get to the other side for that first. Yeah, this is absolutely nothing for us. Not sure why that's even technically there. I guess probably in the vanilla game, everything goes in like a different order, so maybe that's why it makes more sense. And the rando just does nothing. Yeah, I think that's everything we can do here, then. Okay, so then how do I... How do we get in there, then? No, that was just an item. Was there something in here, then? I don't think it's going to do anything, but I want to make sure. Yeah, it just thanks me, and that's it. Oh, I think we need to beat the enemies in the mountain to make everything stop being windy here. I think that's what it is. Okay, so where was the house with the floor panel? Right here. No, that's Firebird. I am having the fartiest of brains right now. How do I get to the place? Oh, maybe it's this house? Ah, there it is. Okay. So yeah, I must have had a randomize before then. I don't remember like setting it to be randomized for that, but okay. Okay, easy path so far. Okay, one battle. I'm gonna go with the sword anyway. Like I think the Excalibur is even better than the big bomb at the end of everything. I'm gonna double check now. I want to confirm. 87. Yeah, it's better. Hey, seeds. Give your hat back. And all the enemies are cleared out. And I didn't see any key items anywhere. There was one spot we could quick check for a key item, but I don't think it's really gonna be that important at this point. Then we head over here. Yay, random encounter. Ooh, strike first, let's go. Let's make you cold. You should be weak to this. Yep. Perfect. Yeah, critical. Were these just here before? I don't remember them being there. Okay, so it does change the section to literally just the bosses. I kind of like that, honestly. Yeah, you gonna be resistant? No, you're not. Perfect. Oh, you're like already almost dead. Take that. Rinse, lather, repeat. Oh, it didn't finish off the dogs. Interesting. Okay, so the boss is very strong against that. Good to know. Probably gonna be saving against Meteor, honestly. Let's give it another shot. Yeah, that's what I figured. Although not as strong. Okay, whites all around. Eat him. Okay, he's actually kind of tanky, honestly. Oh, I'm out of spells. I'll just slice you. Do this before I seed. There we go. Oh god, he's actually fast. Ooh, even strong against it, it still does triple digit damage. Okay, makes sense to be strong against that. Probably strong against Earth as well. It's like white is the only spell ever worth actually using in this game, because nothing is strong to it. Okay, that works. Take full damage from that at least. Eat him. Why are you still alive? Dragon. It is now a defeated dragon. Alright, please be weaker than your normal counterpart. That would actually make my day. Okay, I think he was actually strong against fire there, because that should have done more damage. Okay, you are definitely weaker than your previous form. You're still strong. You can stop that. Beautiful. Power of statues. And I think these chests are all vanilla. Yeah, there's all gonna be like a bunch of refills on items. Pure potions, heal potions, and seeds. Which I guess the seeds we do technically need, but... One last safety save. This is probably gonna be the lowest level I've ever gotten in this fight with. Alright, let's do this. Hopefully Flare works against you. Okay, good. Ha, he can't do anything to us. We're too strong. Okay, he has a lot of hit. Oh god. That's a lot of pain, actually. How amusing. Is that all you can muster? That's a few too many arms. Okay, so I need to seed myself anyway. Let's have you just do a quick heal. I don't like the amount of HP left that I have. Poor man's Gilgamesh. You know you're not wrong. Although I like how he has a single hand to wield a bow and arrow. How? First off, how did, and second, how dare. Okay, that I'm fine with. Maybe a rich man's got a crown and a fancy robe. I mean, it's not even like that fancy a crown, honestly. Oh my god, she barely survived that. You know, just straight up life. I mean, he's also, like, the sword on the top left side, he's not even wielding that properly. Oh, trying to find out what his true form is. Who is the Dark King truly? Dark Scream. Thanks, I hate it. I mean, now I just want to destroy this thing even more. Oh, that's not good. Okay, could be worse. He's actually strong against thunder? I did not know that. Ow! I'm scared. Okay, good. I'm still faster than him. Oh, why does that do so much damage? Welcome back, Caltrix. That causes Petrify, which we are not strong against. We don't have all of our armor. Dagnabbit. At least he's only ever gets like one attack at a time. Oh, God. Okay, seed yourself. You can cast another cure on the party. No spooters. Spooter illegal. Actually, I'll have you do the heal. You still have some better cast left. What are you doing? Stop it. Okay, could have been worse. Yeah, I think I still go faster, so sure, we'll do this. Yeah, there we go. Why you do this? Okay, now we need the better healing, straight up. Because you can actually basically full heal everybody with every cure spell. Ow! That's a lot of damage. But I can still push through. Oh, that's not good. Please die from this. Yeah, we did it. No, we didn't do it. There's no more. Ah. I think I can get by with that. Actually, I probably need to seed you anyways to get much better white spells. Will you stop using that on Phoebe? Use it on me since I have like almost all the status element protections. Okay, that could have been worse. Well, I forget if life would also cure Petrify, so I'm not gonna take the risk. From red goo to blue goo. Yeah. It's like the heat rating of fire. Actually, hold on. What I have? Okay, you're doing damage. You're doing the cure because I need the full cure. It's a very teal boss. Why was I slower that time? There we go. Okay, I'm fine with that, because then I can still do attacks. Flare, cure. Yeah, let the actual spellcaster do the more damage. Actually, it's about the same, really. Really not a difference in damage. Do it again. There we go. Now we got him. Yeah, victory. GG's. It's actually kind of perfect timing, too, because we actually have the ad starting up in a short moment. I got to do my quick little bio break. So, yeah, I think when I get back, we'll try to see again, like, a quick link to the past randomizer using our silly speed rando. Yeah, because we still have like another hour left, and we definitely don't have enough time for another run of this. I think that's actually the fastest Mystic Quest rando I've had so far. But yeah, let me go ahead and turn on the BRB real quick. I'll run a few minutes of ads, just get them out of the way for the rest of the stream. And yeah, with that, I'll see you guys in a few heckin' minutes. Until then, a burb. Alright, and we are back. I take it by the emote there that none of your attempts were successful. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. Let me actually like do the thing. Burbs. Mini burb. Be back. We are back for Destiny. But yeah, let me go ahead and... So I think that was just the basic website I went to. Start playing, generate, custom. Should still have the same settings. Item pool should be... Yep, 2 of everything, should be good. So open tower random, gun vulnerable, yep, everything should be good. Yep, silly speed, let's heck and go. We'll generate that. All the usual stuff. Okay, so then what we'll do, we'll just connect that right in there. There's my OBS. We beat Mr. Quest. We ran through some ads to get them out of the way because I had to take a quick while break. And we're going to finish off the stream with a silly speed Link to the Past randomizer. Because it's way too early to be ending at 10 o'clock for a stream, I feel. And we can't fit another Mr. Quest in, or Mr. Quest run in, because literally that was the fastest run of that I've ever had, I think. And yeah, I don't have time for another like 2-hour run. So we're going to do something else with it's a little variable in its length, but should still be more than fine for us to be able to get down in a decent amount of time. Okay, it looked like my connection was about to go in the tank, but it seems like... No, it's kind of... Okay, it seems like my connection is starting to be kind of weird right now. So apologies for any like stream disruptions you may be witnessing at this point. This is technically standard. Get the tracker going. Okay, it's already on the right tracker, that's good. Application update is available. I haven't seen that in a while. Yes, dude, I told the game the thing to update. I don't need a shortcut. There we go. Should also update the category now. LttP. Do that. Yeah, definitely gonna do another Gremlin sketch tomorrow. You love how this one turned out, divided simplicity. Yeah, as long as you get something good out of it, that's the important bit. Whether it's just like you like the way it turned out, or you learn something in the process. Anytime you have something good come out of it, that's the important bit. Excuse me. Alright, where is... right there. Make sure I can connect the right thing here. Okay, that should be our tracker connection. Wait. Apparently if I minimize the tracker window, the tracker just disappears entirely on OBS. That's interesting. I did not know it functioned that way. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. What sprite are we playing as tonight? I think it's a cat sprite of some kind. It's actually kind of appropriate. Yeah, let's go. Or was that like a mouse? I can't tell if that's supposed to be like a mouse or a cat based on the way the head is designed. I think it's supposed to be a cat because I remember seeing in the list before as like a Marlin or Marlowe cat, something like that. But I don't know. The nose from this angle seems very like mouse-ish. So that's one enemy kill. Okay, vanilla first tier. That's not what I wanted to see. Enough enemy skill for the next tier of tree drop. What do we got here? Did my category successfully change to Link to the Past, or is it still on Mystic Quest? I think my OBS might have screwed up, but I want to make sure it's just OBS. It did work? Okay, cool. Yeah, for some reason OBS likes to show like the old category after updating, and I don't know why it does that. But yeah, because right now it still shows as a Mystic Quest on my side, but as long as it says the right thing on the client side, that's all that's important. Ooh, hello, early bow. We almost never see early bow. Yeah, we can dig like a dwarf. And sing the Diggy Diggy Hole song. Okay, no bombs. That is very concerning. You've got to post this 14-minute song in the Discord? Wait, 14-minute song? I don't remember seeing a 14-minute song. I mean, my memory could just be that bad, too. Which, you know, it is. Yeah, which song was that? The Devourer of the Gods theme, non-stop mix in the Jams channel. I think I missed that somehow. That doesn't sound familiar. Okay, gloves. Ooh, stab rod. And unfortunately, since we don't have bombs, we are skipping a chest or a check right now. We're gonna be skipping 2 checks. Moon Pearl, okay. So far, we are skipping 2 checks, which is unfortunate. At least we have the money to get the bottle vendor. It's a full suite of the boss themes to make up the Devourer of Gods group in Terraria's Calamity mod. Okay. Yeah, I remember absolutely nothing about the music in Terraria. I mean, honestly, I think back when I played it, I was still in the phase where I was like mostly just listening to like outside music rather than actual game music, which was literally forever ago. Oh, now we don't have the money for bombs either. Oh wait, how much are bombs? It's not Terraria music. What's Calamity music? Okay, so it's okay, not base. Okay. I assume that base Terraria does have music, right? Or is that one of those games where it's more like the... I can't think of the term for it, but like I know there's some games that like more like the atmosphere of not having proper music, stuff like that. Okay, so it does have music. Oh, there are my freaking bombs. I can't even get to them. Dagnabbit. Oh, I can't get there either. But the Calamity mod is its own additional OST? That's kind of cool. I'm assuming Calamity mod is like a full-on, like kind of the game right, or even like expansion pack. Ooh, I kind of want that lantern. We also don't technically need it, because there's going to be another one at some point down the road. Okay, anything useful here? I mean, there's our bombs, but... yeah, we'll go back to Kakariko later. Just gonna continue our normal route for now. Okay, I'll take blue mail. Can I get another free bomb? Free bomb! Yeah. Yeah, it's renowned as one of the largest content mods for Terraria? Okay. Yeah, cause I know this is technically a spoiler for a stream we'll have at some point in the future, but we will be playing that game on our Steam library tour at some point. And I'll admit, I was never really a big fan of how like the game actually played back in the day, so I don't know how well I'm gonna like really be able to get into it when we play it next time, but it'll definitely be kind of interesting to be able to experience what that game is like again so many years down the road. Yeah, part of it's gonna be based on basically when we start doing our Steam library tour streams again, which I'm not 100% sure when that's gonna be. So what I'm currently thinking of is when we do finally finish Final Fantasy VII, I'm probably gonna have the Heritage of Dragon's Tale speedruns become the Tuesday and Thursday stream for a while. And then at that point, we'd be back to doing our Steam Library Tour on Fridays again. Although I also need to remember where exactly on the list we are for Steam Library Tour. I forget what all I played, what I haven't played. I need to serve my bombs. I'm not gonna do the bomb trick on these guys. I'm amazed at... Ooh, bombs. Perfect. How dare you have iframes? There we go. Actually, I do have boomerang. I could just grab that. Yeah. Money. Bombs. Stupid hamburger snakes. They look so delicious, but they're so dangerous. Might even say they're dangerlicious. Okay, now I have too many bombs. Or from having not enough bombs to having too many bombs in the span of like 3 minutes. Yeah, Mulder just looks like a hamburger snake in its more recent appearances. I mean, even in its older appearances, it's basically a hamburger snake. Maybe just like slightly less appetizing in some cases. Okay, I forget if it's actually in like an actual Zelda game or not, but I know there's a reference somewhere to like a Mulder just being a hamburger in some game, but I can't remember which game it was. Probably in like one of the slightly parody games like London's Inception or something. Also, I don't know what's on the island over here yet. Let's go figure that out first. Got just a red meringue. Alright, give me something good. That's not really good. I mean, you tried, but it's just no. Okay, since we have the Moon Pro, we actually can do at least some stuff in Zora's region. That's not what's supposed to happen. Okay. Ate the fire. There we go. That's what was supposed to happen. Then swim back out. And walk back in. Oh, Book of Medora. Doesn't do a whole lot for us, but it does give us access to Desert Palace. Which we can't beat right now because we don't have the any kind of fire source yet. Yeah, play Wind Waker Randomizer. Get the illusory maze chest. It's a freaking pair. I'm unfamiliar with how pairs are depicted in Wind Waker, but I'm gonna assume they're basically like Greg's or the Sad in this game. Every boss item, a pair. I forget, do we actually have hints for what they have in this randomizer? I don't think we do, because we didn't get one from the bottle vendor. Okay, no, we don't get the hints. Dang it. That was your most recent playthrough? Yeah. I remember one of the playthroughs I did of Link to the Past randomizer like many years ago before I actually got like really good at the game. I think I had like the enemy damage randomizer going on too, so a lot of enemies were doing like 3+ hearts at a time. And I finally found my first armor upgrade about like an hour and 40 minutes into the run. I found it like, I think in the chest just before the big chest. No, I found it in the big chest at Misery Mire. I'm like, oh, where's it? I've been looking for this armor the entire game. Why couldn't I find this earlier? I moved to the next room, opened up the very next chest 10 seconds later, the other armor upgrade. Both armor upgrades were just literally 10 feet away from each other in the same super late game dungeon. I was so angry. Is that our first piece of heart? I feel like that's our first piece of health. It's not even like a full health yet. Be gone. I'll take 10 bucks. I kinda do need the money. But yeah, King is always everywhere at every time, all at once. Ah, he didn't find me fast enough. Ooh, hookshot. That's always a good find. But apparently Demi cannot escape you no matter where he goes. Yeah, that tracks. Some things just are the way they are just by pure nature. I'm amazed it actually hit. Ooh, a hammer. Okay, now we got some extra damage if we need it. The universe keeps putting us in the same places. It has to mean something. Oh, I mean... Are you serious? I was trying to do a death warp. The game didn't want me to death warp. Damn it, game. I love how we exploded as we were picking the item up, too, and we still couldn't even die. For legal reasons, this is a joke. This game. This game never stops finding ways to troll you. Yeah, especially with Blue, I think it is still worth it to try to get through Dark Cross. Can't wait for your ramblings to summon him. Perhaps he is already summoned, but he is just watching and waiting and plotting. Feels like you summon each other. I guess it's kind of like a chicken and the egg situation, like who summoned who first. If you summon each other at the same time, who's the one who sparks that? We have Quake. I think this stuns enemies. Oh, oh, that actually doesn't help at all. Okay, where's... there. I took damage as I was entering the staircase. That was interesting. Okay, we can't finish everything. Were you led to Demi? Or was he led to you? Wait. How did I not go through the doorway? That was interesting. Or perhaps you were magnetically attracted from the dawn of time, and it merely took this long for the connection to truly occur. Well, there's a key. Okay, so I think at this point we should be able to do all of Eastern Palace. Ooh, that's nice. Really, he's the only other person you've randomly run into? I know he does tend to go to like a whole bunch of streams and kind of lurk there and kind of get like silent support, stuff like that. I'm usually kind of the same way, although like usually like at home I have anywhere between like 4 and 5 streams I'm just like randomly lurking in at any given time. And actually I saw you in a Damages stream. I think if it wasn't last night, it was like the night before, something like that. But yeah, I'm kind of one of those people who's like kind of sort of everywhere at once, although I'm not like really actively in a lot of places. I'm usually kind of like lurking in the background, trying to give like at least extra viewership and like ad revenue and stuff like that. Because that's a lot of times just what I have, all I have like the mental energy for. Been there for the past 5 streams of his. Yeah, Damage is definitely a good bean. But one of the many people I wish I could spend more time with, but like I said, just my mental energy is flimsy at best sometimes. Flute is good. I don't really need to find out where the green pendant is. I can just check the map. Actually, no, let's do that now. Oh, green pendant's in desert, which means we can actually get that now. Yeah, because we have a fire source now. Huh. In fact, pretty much everything in Light World is viable to us as far as like dungeons go. He gives I could cry on you and you'd hug me vibes. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I would love to have some boots right now so I can go faster. Instant big key. Interesting. Now we just need to avoid both of the dungeon items. The fact that I've been present and you didn't sense me? That's how much of a true lurker I am. In fact, in a Twitch world of job classes for various things, I'm literally maxed out in experience and job points and abilities for my lurker class. Just, I am the wind. You've historically been able to call out people who ghost aware into things. Perhaps I am the yin to your yang. I think that's how they're technically properly pronounced. I'm never really fully sure because I keep hearing like different things on that. Okay, as long as we don't find the map or the compass. If we find an item, we can just go right to the boss. We can go right to the boss. Let's go. Double check. Yep. Okay. All right. There's already light because of the torch. I thought I had to like actually manually light a torch to get vision in here. Yeah, like I said, usually like 4 or 5 people I'm kind of doing that for every night, so I'm usually always somewhere. You just need to reach so much relationship status in Metopia, then we'll be inextricably linked. In ways that neither of us are truly prepared for. I'm amazed I still got the spin slash out on that one. Okay. Wait. Wait. How is... Oh, what were my settings? Enemy shuffle? No. Boss shuffle? No. Dungeon idle. Standard. How? Something's not right here. The maps and compasses should not be shuffled in the pool. So that last item should not have been an item. That should have been a map or a compass. You're proud of me for escaping your perception? I'm one of the very few. I mean, it's good to know I have a talent at least. I'll take that much. Oh god. I mean, I'll say like what I had something quote unquote kind of similar to that back when I was a kid, where I could actually just like I could sense when a TV was on, like anywhere inside the house without even being like anywhere close to the room itself. I mean, granted, that was with the old CRT monitors. Now with today's with like LCD and LED, I don't have that capability anymore. But yeah, if you turn on a CRT TV and like have just like no volume, even like no lights from it, I could be 3 rooms away. I can still tell you turned on a TV. I don't know how it worked, but I just know it worked. Well, it's not so much I disappear. I would know that it happened. And I'd just be like filing this away for my personal notes. Then I just go back to what I'm doing because I get easily distracted. The Aaron summoning ritual. Why am I going this way? This is not the way to the item. Yeah, I'm too confused by how this seat is coming out the way it is to understand the actual route the actual routes I need to take. How did I not get hit there? Unless I actually took the maps and compasses in this game, in this settings out entirely. It is possible, I guess. Give me more of a reason to like full clear each dungeon. Kind of self-sabotaging myself by not remembering, though. Dang it. Oh, come on. Should have had more health than... Oh, right, because they're technically... Oh! I didn't realize I had a fairy in a bottle. Heck yeah. Yeah, I forgot, because these those bubbles right there, normally they function as enemies that would like drain health and magic, but in that section, they're treated more like obstacles, which does not get its damage reduced. Okay, I think I just took out like all the maps and compasses. I remember I did that. New stuff on Metopia events can very easily be categorized as memes. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the intent. I mean, honestly, how do you make a game with that kind of setup and not have it set up that way? Also, I should probably activate the flute first before I do anything else. It's a much easier travel. Yeah. Just because. The flute. Which I'm still amused at the fact that it's not even anywhere close to an actual flute. It's literally just an ocarina, but the game calls it a flute. That flute. Also, since we have bombs now, das Flute. Is that actually the German word for flute? So I would be slightly amused if it was. It's not, okay. So I know there are at least some German words that are, like if I saw them, I remember, ooh, Fire Rod. Yeah, I forget which one specifically, but I know there's some German words that are literally just like the American word, and just like with a little bit of like German, like grammatical flair added to it. I mean, glove translates to hand shoe? I mean, that is a fair description. It is not wrong. That seemed new. Good thing I still got plenty of bombs. Yeah, skill in the opposite sense. So instead of skill, I got licks. Oh, that's not what I wanted to press. All right, all rise for the I screwed up my own line. All rise for the national anthem of Hyrule. Amen. Oh my heckin' gosh, we got a... Is that like the third catch tonight? Good lord, you've been lucky with catching cats tonight. Good heckin' lord. But congratulations on your catch, Caltrix. You have acquired me. Be gentle. All you needed was the power of the Hyrulean anthem on your side. Back to Metopia you go. Just as long as it's not in the hole. Also, the box stayed up there for longer than normal, it feels like. Not sure why. Oh, yeah, I already have a mushroom. I just had a thought. If I use the mushroom, or if I got a mushroom, use the mushroom, then got the mushroom again, would I have it back in my inventory? So I know there are some kind of shenanigans you can do with just the mushroom in your inventory, not the powder. Can I promise that I will or won't end up in the hole again? That's the game's will, not yours. Can you not? Or can you don't?
You get to drink from the...
Okay, that you can do. That I have no qualms about. Ah! Thank you for the hydrate. We don't have the bug nest, so we actually can't capture any fairies, unfortunately. We're actually surprisingly low health for a randomizer seed of this type. I mean, we do have the armor, which is basically having double health, but still. Ow. Ow. Gimme. Give to me your lifeblood. You're harassing the Fae in Remnant 2 today? I remember asking earlier, I don't know if it got answered. What exactly is the Remnant games? I have no recollection of what those are. Oh wait, we don't have the mirror. We can't get across over here yet. Have to go down this way. We only have the regular glow, so we can't go up the full section there. It's known as Dark Souls with guns. I don't think I care for that. I've never really been a fan of Souls-likes in general. And I don't know, there's nothing really like super enticing me about the idea of just like guns in general either. Although technically you could also say like Bloodborne is like Dark Souls with guns, or at least gun, singular. I'm pressing up. How am I not moving? Wait. Okay, for some reason it was still... For some reason the controller thought I was still pressing left even though I wasn't. I don't wonder if maybe this controller's starting to just like generally have issues now. Because I've had it for quite a while and I've been using it for quite a while, so it might have enough just wear and tear. Okay, you're firing collapsing gravity wells at them. That sounds almost like Doom level weaponry. Okay, did not go down far enough. Let's try that again. There we go, that should be good. You're a normal individual. Trust. Absolutely 100% normal. Okay, so what item is up on top of here? Do I care about this? To some degree I do, but not to like a great degree. So I'm not gonna have access to that anytime soon. Yay, big key. Let's go, hamburger steak tower. Are these hint tabs? A piece of heart held by someone friendly. I love how extremely vague that is as a hint. Also, I did come up with a setup. What was my setup? There's a setup you can do to do the hair pot trick where you can actually like get the hook shot into the side here and fall into the pot that way. I don't remember what my setup was. I came up with one like a couple months ago, but I just completely forget about it at this point. Oh, damn it. Do they stay dead? They do stay dead, okay. That was not what was supposed to happen. Ah, game. There. I think maybe the thing I need to do is I think I just needed to, like, aim the bottom of the right rather than up. I think that was my mistake. Everyone falls into the hole. No, not again. I don't like the hole. Ow. Okay, so this bomb jump I know how to do. Ooh, flippers. Okay, now the question is, do we actually find the small key here, or do we just find a random item? So I do have the logic set to beatable only, so there's a chance we may not even have access to the item in the basement. Oh, okay, that could have been worse. 1, 2, oh god. Then dead. No? Oh, I thought he'd be dead after that. Oh god. I just made it worse for myself. There we go. You probably gonna head to bed soon? Fair enough, it is getting a little on the late side. But yeah, once you head out, have yourself a good night, and thanks for hanging out. Okay, so we do theoretically need to go to the basement. No, it's almost 3 hours into the stream, and I just realized one of my streaming lights is actually not on. I forgot to turn it on. But it doesn't seem like it's really hindering things, so I don't know if I'm gonna actually bother, like, swapping it. Might listen to the 14-minute song, but that tends to hype you up, so maybe not. Yeah, that's fair. Oh. Ah, dang it. I screwed up the setup. Yeah, I'll try to keep it in mind. I'll see if I can maybe listen to it like after the stream, if I have like the memory for it. Yeah, we shall see. Okay, so that's everything up there. I guess I do have access to Dark World, so I'll start working toward that. Did you post your guess before or after? You posted it before, because I didn't get a chance to see, like, you post a message, and I saw Sim respond to it with, like, the question about the abilities. So it was before stream. I cannot go that way. I need to go around. The Angie boy. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Got, so red crystal in Thieves Town. Pendant in Mire. Pendant in Pod. Red crystal in Turtle Rock, okay. I think I should be able to, yeah, I have a half magic, so I should be able to have no issue full clear in this dungeon. Oh, I'm already at full hearts. There are a lot of enemies that drop bombs this seed. And I for one approve. Yeah, use this to get rid of the Gibdos quickly. They are heckin' annoying. Ooh, I almost got grabbed by that. Dang it. No, I'm grabbing the full magic that's in here. What is my, Dark World form? Am I Mallow? What sprite is this? What sprite would I be that would, like, transform into Mallow afterward? Yeah, that's my reaction right now. Just, huh? Yeah, or, what is it? I think... Yeah, this emo, that's me right now. So what you learned today is that me, Demi, and you are all omnipresent? Yeah, to at least some degree, yeah. Imagine if the three of us actually, like, combine our powers together. That would truly be a frightening world we'd all be living in. Ow. Oh my god, please. I do want to save at least some magic for the boss. There we go. Ooh, got a double hit. That wasn't so good. Come on. I wasn't trying to... Game. There's one. I've made a strategic error in doing this, I believe. What's the health, at least? Just bonky like normal. Oh, I barely avoided getting grabbed by that. I have not played Tunic. The puzzles and the way the gameplay, or like the the lore and gameplay loop work together, it would be too much for my brain. Yeah, too much brain work, especially for like how abstract everything is in that game for trying to figure stuff out. It would not, my brain does not calculate it, unfortunately. Come on. There you go. Even character customization is a secret? I don't even know like anything about a character customization aspect. Oh god. Get down here. It's a secret room? Interesting. Oh god. Oh, there goes my damage list. Dang it. Come on. There we go. Hey, another hammer. I would kind of love as maybe like an April Fool's thing to be able to have like an item that normally doesn't get any upgrades, like a hammer or a flute, suddenly get upgrades when you can collect multiple versions of them. You maybe like you could like a spin hammer slash if you get the second hammer, or you could like with the flute you could just like literally fly around the map freely, stuff like that. Otherwise known as the Fox Persona Workshop. You know what? Fair, honestly. Or Persona Creation 101. It's an entry-level course into your local furry college. Ow. But specifically foxes? I mean, to a certain point, most people's first persona is something fox-related. Like, literally, my very first furry character I created was also a fox. It was actually not my feline self. So I am not immune to that rule either. Yours was and is a dragon? Yeah, fair. Yeah, because the thing is, my first furry character was made before I even really, I guess, quote-unquote, realize, like, I was a furry and what my persona was in the first place. And in fact, the name Aaron actually was originally given to my fox character. And oddly enough, the only reason the Aaron name is actually my current fur name is actually because of my dad, oddly enough. So my parents and I were out to one of those restaurants that used to have those like little trivia, like gameplay tablet things from way back in the day. And there was one day that I decided to, because normally I use a name from one of the other online games I played, which with the character name was Admert. I would always use that as my name on there, but then there's one night I decided, you know what, let's just put Aaron in there, because it's a different name than normal. And then my dad, of all people, was like, hey, Aaron, huh? Is that your fur name? And I don't think he even knew that the fur name was actually like a proper terminology for anything, but he still used that terminology, and that just kind of woken something with me. And it's like, you know what? It wasn't, but now it maybe kind of is. And so now my fox character, whose name was originally just Aaron, now his name is AJ. To kind of replace the fact that his name used to be like the Aaron Jevlith, and now it's, you know, it's just the initials as a single name. Yeah, my peril in your world, Aaron is a Sylvan Fox. Interesting. Is there anything I can even do up here right now? I can see what the magic cave item is, if I need that. Nope, just a blue cane, which we already have. Alright, so there's no shop sanity. I don't have the mirror, so I can't do any fun stuff with that. Yeah, we just had to head to Village of Outcasts. Nothing else for us to do. Yeah, you've been noticing a large number of parallels, which you thought of even before your awakening. Yeah, there's always like the little tiny signs that you never even really think about until you actually like get to the point of, you know, suddenly I'm a furry, what's my persona gonna be, stuff like that. And I know for me, it was like I was just kind of laying in bed one night, kind of get ready for sleep, and my brain was just kind of wondering, like, okay, if I was actually a furry, what type of furry critter would I be? And I started kind of thinking about like most of my personal character traits. And then at one point, it was just like, I'm a cat. It was just like an epiphany moment. And ever since then, I've just been a cat. And in fact, the fur pattern on my persona is actually that of the cat I had when I was growing up, named Missy. Yeah, I think we had her around the time I was like 10, as I think when we got her, until she sadly passed away around, I think I was like 25 or so. But yeah, she was literally the cat I grew up with, and I'm always gonna remember her. She was also one of those cats where, like, when you go to lay down and get ready for sleep, stuff like that, she would literally kind of curl the stuff around my head and kind of lick through my hair as I fell asleep. Yeah, Missy was also an amazing cat. I do miss her. Heck yeah, blueberry sword. Yeah, and another interesting thing is that Missy loved Doritos as much as I did. Like, I would actually feed her like little tiny bits of the Doritos afterward, and sometimes she would like I'd kind of just like kind of toss them kind of toward her, but sometimes she would actually like jump up and actually catch them in her mouth while I was still in the midair. She actually had kind of a talent for that. And in fact, I'm actually planning on doing a kind of slight Persona redesign at some point to include some elements from Eddie as well. It'd probably be kind of a relatively small change, but it's gonna be a pretty visible one given where the change would be on the fur pattern, basically. Yeah, I first need to find out who I would want to do like a new updated ref sheet for that, and I don't know who I'd want to do that yet. I'd also need to make sure I had the money for that kind of thing, which, you know, money is a thing in today's world. Yeah, you met a lot of people before meeting them through your world. You met a lot of people before even meeting them through your world. The grammatical structure of that sentence strikes me as odd. As you've been interacting with me, it's especially clear. So you're saying that you've basically kind of known us even before you actually met us, is I think the way you were trying to say that then. Kind of like you foresaw the people you'd be interacting with, and they just kind of naturally dawned into your world, so to speak. You had their parallels, yeah, okay. It's always kind of interesting for people who have that kind of talent and or like foresight or whatever you want to call it. I've had kind of a little bit of a thing like that where like every now and again, ooh, bacon sword. Every now and again, I would like have a dream. I'd just be going to some random place. You know, I wouldn't know anything about the area I'm going to in my dream. It's just like a completely random place. And then like within like a year or so of having that dream, I would just suddenly be there in real life for the first time. And it wasn't like all except for one case. It wasn't anywhere that I was actually like going to specifically. It was always like some random piece of scenery on the way to going somewhere else I was planning to go. But yeah, I kind of had like a little bit of foresight in where I would be kind of through that method, which I always found weird. You believe that dream-based premonitions are a thing? I mean, I kind of have to believe there are things that obviously I've had them and I've seen them. But it's kind of one of those things that I just wish that they were actually like more meaningful for me rather than just be like, hey, you're gonna randomly pass by this place for like 2 seconds at one point in your life. But yeah, that's just how they've usually come for me. So it's a cool thing, but it just doesn't really add up to much. Which honestly, to some point, may actually be a good thing. But I don't know. Did I foresee your meeting like you sort of did? No, my premonitions, I guess if we're gonna use that word, have never been anywhere near that detail. It's literally just been straight up scenery for the area I'm in. Like maybe it'd be like a specific shaped intersection with like specifically or specifically angled trees, stuff like that. That's usually all that ever really amounted to for me. I'd shell out good rupees for a conch. Actually, I'm gonna take a bit of damage. Oh, actually, no, that's breaking the, Okay, I did not break the script. How did I not break the script there? I was on completely the wrong side for that, and I still got everything perfect. Also, mirror, let's second go. Sometimes even you question the depth of reality your world has. I'm trying to think of a way to respond to that statement, but I just no words are coming to my head right now. Like, maybe you really are an ancient being. I mean, that's one of those things I keep my mind open to the possibility of stuff like that, because I just have literally no idea, like, how it even tell if that would be, like, verifiable or whatever, but yeah, just anything's possible. I can't go down the way as a shortcut. I have to go this way. Also, if you ever need quick money in this game, I'll show you a little tidbit. Come up here, talk to this guy immediately, and for the first 3 rounds, the 3rd round can be a little bit more specific with the aiming, but for at least the first 2 rounds, all you need to do, whenever you see the target basically pass into the center of the second curtain spot on the right, that's when you fire the bow from as far up right here. So just like this. I'm up as far right as I can. Fire. 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 Talk to him immediately again and start playing again. Fire. 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 Now, you can't do this a 3rd time. You have to be a little bit more precise with some of the shots, but it does still work. And there you go, you get some free money. If you try to go any further than that, then the hands and the target start misaligning. You actually start hitting the hands instead. But yeah, you get 3 rounds of that, and you get a whole bunch of free money. I like how you always somehow get philosophical. I mean, honestly, that's kind of the fun of it sometimes, is finding like these deep discussions over things that don't like directly have any like big impact on things. At least we got the item quickly there. Okay, so we do have the mirror now, so we can actually get to K45. I think it's K45. Or is it K49? I think it's K45. Yeah, for some reason, the only room for this name, like officially, is just the room for it in the coding, which is room 45, and that's, or K45. And that's why it's just called that in the community. Now, who knows? Maybe Lohan is someone you have yet to meet, at least with personality. It's extremely possible. There also may be a slight chance that maybe you've already met them in the past, but maybe they... I don't know, maybe they weren't around long enough for you to kind of have made those connections with yet. As far as like between their personality and the one that you have in your world. Actually, we can get the thing over here. Let's do that now, because I don't know if we're gonna be getting the Smith chain anytime soon. May as well get this while we have the thought. Okay, just money. We don't need bombs. Okay, so I do want the mirror again. Ow. How dare. Yeah, very chaotic good character in your world turned out to manifest as one of your good friends in high school. That's kind of cool. Yeah, unfortunately, I won't have any, like, parallels to, like, quote-unquote high school friends, because I never really... Because I was basically homeschooled from, like, 6th grade on. Because I was never exactly treated well by the kids in, like, any public school. And at one point, my mom was just like, nope, does not happen anymore. We're just taking them out and schooling them ourselves. Which I think probably in the long run did work out for me. But yeah, I do kind of wonder what it would have been like to actually be, like, in a proper high school situation back when I was young. Kind of, sort of, yeah, because I know, like, the instigating incident that basically triggered that decision was when it was, like, in the middle of gym class one day. The gym teacher had us all just, like, kind of jogging around in a small circle just as kind of, like, a little warm-up session of some kind. And then, for whatever reason, this one kid, like, on the opposite side was just staring at me for, like, a good, like, 5 minutes straight. And now, the chain of events that... Between then and the actual final thing, I don't remember exactly how they worked out, but at some point we got in like this, I got like a grapple in the middle of the circle ever, and then the kid just straight up kicked me in the nuts. And I had no idea who this kid was. I never saw them before that day, never saw them after that day. And yeah, just for whatever reason, he kicked me in the nuts. And when my parents tried to talk to the principal to figure out like who did it and try to make sure they had like the proper punishment or whatever, supposedly, according to my mom, the school told her that even if they knew exactly who did it and they had all the evidence for it, they still could not actually do any like kind of punishment for him. And that was the part that just set my mom off and is like, no, I'm taking him out. You're not allowed to school my son anymore. But yeah, that's kind of how I got to be where I am now. Yeah, life can be interesting in a lot of cases. Yay, 20 bucks, but I already have like 1,200. No, I feel like I'm playing the Link to the Past Randomizer not enough now, or I'm actually forgetting how some of my setups work for some of these tricks. Wait, no. Okay, that's all that one is. I have not been able to do the King of Samaria version of that trick for so long. 20 bucks, yippee! Now, if that was like 20 real life bucks, I'd be like, cool, I'll gladly take that. But alas, that is not the world that this character currently lives in. Only solution: 24/7 rando practice stream. I mean, I know there are a couple strats that I would like to actually get proper practice on, like the non-boost version of the hair pot from here earlier. I would actually love to properly get that down. But I think everything else is more just like once I do it again, I have like all the muscle memory back that I need. Like basically once I put the block down, I jump back in the water, I remembered exactly what I needed to do for that section. It'll be worth it, trust me. Yeah, I legit do not think under any circumstances I could actually like survive a 24-hour stream, just straight up. Yeah, because I get very, like, out of it and, like, almost, like, mentally non-existent just at, like, 18 hours of being awake. I can't even imagine what it'd be like anywhere beyond that. Do I have the big key yet? I do not. Supportive Wiggles! Welcome on in, Sim. How you doing tonight? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. that would actually shatter your sanity at the 4-hour mark. Well, I would say like 12-hour streams I am more than capable of doing. I do those like quote-unquote all the time. I always do 12-hour stream for my stream anniversary and for my birthday streams. And occasionally if I do like a special special celebration stream, like if I have like a, well, like for example, it's a 500 follower goal we have here. I'll be doing so if you get the 500 total followers, I do plan on doing a 12-hour stream, typically on Saturdays when I do the bonus streams like this, where I'll be trying to do, I haven't figured out exactly what games I'd play yet. I'll probably wait until I actually get like close to the follower goal to get that deep in the planning. But yeah, I'll do like a handful of different games as a archipelago multi-world just by myself and see if I can like finish all of those before the stream ends, stuff like that. Yeah, your mental stuff prevents you from actually streaming? I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, because streaming is absolutely like a really cool thing to do if you have like the capability for it. But there is a bit of trying to kind of push through when you very first start, and there's not really a lot of people like aware of you. So you have like maybe 1 or 2 viewers at a time if you're lucky. Which okay, how does that misalignment happen? That happens sometimes, but not, I think it's probably because I wanted to like jump out of the water, jump back in the water, and then climb back up the stairs, something like that. But yeah, I know like for me, but it's not the viewer aspect. Point taken, but I know like at least for a general thing, when you kind of want, because in my opinion, the funnest part about streaming is being able to interact with other people, whether it's just like chatting about just random things, chatting about the game you're playing, just whatever. It's the interaction that makes streaming worth it for me, at least for someone like me. And if I don't have the ability to interact with people, then it's kind of feel like, I mean, I just be playing this game like on my own then. But yeah, because like even today, like if I have more than like 2 or 3 people showing him like my viewers list, I'm just like, who's all watching me? How am I getting known? It's like, my brain has just not evolved past the point that, you know, yes, some people actually like to watch you. It's one of those, I guess it might be a form of like imposter syndrome, I think, but yeah, that's just kind of the way my brain kind of interprets that so far. It's just like I'm surprised if I have more than a couple people here at any given moment. Do you like sharing the games you're playing? Yeah, that's another cool part of it too. It's like for me with the like Heritage of Dragon's Tale, it's like I have a chance to show off a game that people just largely don't know about, that they really should know about because the game is so heckin' amazing. And that's kind of one of the things I like to use this platform for as well, to show off games that people may not be aware of or like appreciate. I can't think of the adjective for that, but yeah. Keep your streams a very fun, cozy time. Aw, heck. Thank you for the kind words. Also, heck you to that water strider. He did a rude. Okay, so this is not gonna be a menu boss, so we can just do this. Although, unfortunately, since we don't have Butter Store, we can't do the truly fast strat. Oh. Ah, dang it. Argus. And since we have silver arrows, we can use this for immediate victory. Got him. You've been wanting to show a few games about mental health and heat waves. Yeah, I totally understand that one. Yeah, for me, it's one of the reasons why, like, literally the first big purchase I made after getting my house was getting a brand new AC installed. Because, yeah, I did not want to put my belief into an air conditioning unit that was older than I was. And I was not super young by the time I got my house either. So yeah, there's kind of a lot of things kind of going on. The Demi has been summoned. The cutie was lured out by the presence of other cuties. You've never had an air conditioning unit? I am so sorry for you on that one. It's literally, I would not survive without air conditioning, straight up. Wait, what did that 20 gold item replace? Normally the 20 green rupee there is only replaced like a sword or maybe shield. But we're not a max sword yet or anything like that. You're in bed? Have a good night, Caltrix, and thanks for hanging out. May you have the most pleasant of sleeps and the best of dreams. Okay, so let's see what we can do in here. You can divide the music before acquiring Eep. Dude, do what you need to do. No, I just realized I haven't actually really like just had a straight up vibe to music session for a while. Should probably do that at some point. I did get a second flipper. So we're doing what I call the Silly Speed Randomizer. So it's based on a preset on one of the Discord servers I'm at for Link's Past Randomizers called Ridiculous Speed, where there are 4 copies of every single item in the game. So normally there's like 4 sword upgrades you can find. In a Ridiculous Speed seed, there are 16 upgrades for sword. Normally there's only like 1 pair of boots. There are 4 pairs of boots in it. This one is not as extreme, so that's why I just call it Silly Speed, where there's 2 copies of every single, or at least twice as many of every single upgrade. And actually, if you're not familiar with this particular rule set, I will just say there's also a very singular special item I've included in this setting as well. And if I happen to find it, fun things happen. I'm hoping to show that off now that apparently we found someone who's not fully familiar with the settings yet. I was gonna say now they have a full pair, but my explanation makes more sense. You know, I almost wish there was a setting to where you could only use like the boots or flippers when you have both copies of it. That'd be a pain in the ass gameplay wise, but it would be amusing and kind of more lore appropriate. Yeah, I can do this section legitimately. You want to start your part of the FNS seat, but Heat, Durr gets so upset. Yeah, do whatever you need to get yourself cooled down. Like, I offer this sometimes as like a joking option, but just legit, if you needed to cool down, I'd suggest actually just like open the fridge and just kind of stand in front of it for a little bit, or even like if you have like a freezer that's like big enough to account for that, do something like that too. Just whatever you need to do to help kind of cool yourself down. There's our boots. Let's I can go. But yeah, what game or games do you have in the async? I don't remember, because I haven't seen the list, at least the official game list posted yet. I'm assuming it probably didn't get released until like Kobo got home at some point today. But yeah, I don't know what everybody's currently playing. And I am in fact curious. Okay, so I think I can just do... Yeah, like that. Oh, yeah, another flute. Come back here. I do have mirrors so I can just come back to the front. At the end of everything. Actually, once I beat the boss, I can probably just come back. And get the front chest. We should have more than enough keys by that point. Oh yeah, I have boots now. Okay, here's another thing I need to see if I remember how to actually do properly. Nope. Come on. There we go. Nope. Come on. Come on. Give me the setup. Come on, just one more. There we go. That took way too long to set up, but I still got it. Also, I didn't have the big keys, so that actually didn't help as much as I wanted it to. Dagnabbit. Oh, I actually should have done that section first, since I had the arrow and everything to get through it, through all that stuff. Dang it. Okay, that was actually not worth it at all. Heck. Yeah, one thing you do is run water as cold as you can over your hands for as long as you can to tolerate and cool the blood a bit. Not effective past the arms, but it helps. Yeah, because I know like having cold temperatures on like the extremities of your body tends to be a little more risky or stuff like that, but as long as it helps in some way, that's the important bit. One of your favorite ways to stay cool is eating watermelon, one of the more effective fruits that keeps you cool. I have never heard of that as a cooling option. Like, how does that work, like, science-wise? Ow. Also makes me realize I actually haven't had, like, proper watermelon in a while now. Kind of want some now. Was he doing Luigi's Mansion for the async? I missed that game being on, like, any of the lists. I've never played a Luigi's Mansion game, so I have no idea how they work, even, like, in vanilla. It was one of your first favorite games and had to try to get it working as soon as you saw it as an option. Yeah, fair enough. I know that there was, like, a few games on the expand, or the unofficial list that I wanted to try out, but I'm just not really familiar enough with the games to feel like I'm brave enough to do them. This is kind of part of my issue. Could just be a you thing. Does keep you hydrated. The hydration, I definitely see that, because I think, isn't watermelon... Wait, no. Yeah, because I think watermelon's supposed to be, like, what, 80% water or something like... Why am I using the flute? Yeah, I think watermelon's supposed to be, like, 80% water or something like that. Oh, no, maybe I'm thinking of celery. Because I know celery is, like, so much just pure water, where it costs more calories to digest it than you actually gain from eating it. Maybe that's the food I'm thinking of. Gosh dang it. Well, this is gonna be a small key. Actually, hold on, they're both gonna be small keys. So I would still need a small key to be able to get through the upper section here, so yeah, there's actually no point in getting that chest. Come on. There we go. You think you beat Luigi's Mansion with A rank about 16 times as a kid? You loved that game? You were so excited to see it part of the async, and then Heat Wave, yeah. I mean, is it at least forecast to get any cooler anytime soon in your area? Or is it just like fiery death for the next like 10 years? Alright, let's see if I can get this room set up correctly. Okay, I think I missed another hammer hit somewhere. How did you not die? Maybe Wednesday, but also said it could be cold tonight, but not looking like it's going to be any colder than last night, which is at the lowest is 21 Celsius. I always forget how the temperatures directly translate to like Fahrenheit, because I don't know Celsius as much as I do Fahrenheit. Oh, come on. What's even the button I hit? There we go. Not sure you grew up with Celsius? Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, 'cause I know, I generally do know the formula for converting them. I just always forget which one you start with, like by adding a 32 or subtracting 32. I think with the Celsius to Fahrenheit, I think you're supposed to add 32. No, I think you add the 32 afterward. You take the Celsius, multiply it by 9/5, which is basically 80% more. So 80% of that would be about 16.8. Right, 16.8. So that'd be 37.8. Add 32. That would be about 70 degrees Fahrenheit, which is... 70 degrees Fahrenheit is like one of the better temperatures for sure. Like for me, ideally, like mid to upper 60s in Fahrenheit is my favorite. Because I like it when it's cool. And I also like to be a little bit cooler, so it's like just enough to be like light jacket weather. I think that's kind of like my favorite weather pattern. Yeah, I think I did the formula right. Then you want to do it the other way around. Then you subtract the 32 first, and then you multiply by 5 nines, which is harder to do quick head math. Also, I keep forgetting I have boots. So I know Ganon's gonna be full 7 crystals. We already have the powder, so I don't need to worry about anything there. Oh, I could go back and get the Zora's Ledge items here now. Actually, I should be able to get essentially everything now. Did I say about 70 for 41? Yeah, from the quick math I did, that sounds about right. I think it's like just slightly under from the head math I did. You prefer about 10 to 15 Celsius. Okay, now I gotta try head math again. So we'll say 15 Celsius at the most. So 80% of that would be 12. So 27 plus 32. So about 59 degrees Fahrenheit then. Yeah, that's about right where it gets to be like, ooh, massive or sort of great. Let's go. Yeah, that's where it gets to be about like the light jacket weather for me, which is what I kind of love personally. So yeah, that would definitely be my choice if given the opportunity. Yeah, I think I remember somebody making a comment of like every... Right, which way to go? It was like every 10 degrees in one side is 14 degrees in the other side. So I'm guessing probably like every 10 degrees in Celsius, you basically change the temperature by 14 in Fahrenheit. I don't know how fully accurate that is, but... Actually, I guess it would be about right, because I calculated 15 Celsius at about 57. 9 at 70. Maybe it's more like 10 to 13, but... Yeah, 'cause I know the value does kind of scale, because they're not like the same... I don't know the terminology. But their growth patterns are basically different. It's not gonna be like an easy flat conversion, but stupid rock. Okay, so what was up here? Another bottle. We're already maxed out on bottles, so I don't need that. And I do want to go back to that portal so I can start doing the other checks in the northern region of Hyrule. Mainly stuff like Bonk Rocks, King's Tomb, and... King's Tomb... What's the other check there? Graveyard Ledge, that's what it's called. Alright, do you have anything useful? No, you don't. You have the very definition of scam. Okay, so head back here. I suppose at this point I could just focus on trying to like go mode everything, because I think I am essentially in go mode, assuming I have the pendant required for Turtle Rock. Yeah, let's finish up the items at least on this path, then we'll start go moding stuff. Just so I can say I've gotten everything that I could reasonably get soon. I still need to go the long way because I don't have the Times Mist yet. That's not what I... Okay. Yay, more bombs I don't need and can't even use, because I'm already capped out. And just heart piece. Okay, so we'll get bonked rocks, and then we'll start going to actual just straight up dungeons. Which we only have like 2 left to complete that are progression locked. Actually, no, we're missing... No, we don't need... oh, wait, no, we do need mitts for Turtle Rock. Yeah. So we're not in complete go mode yet, but we're getting there. Sadness. Alright, Ice Palace it is. We can do all the shenanigans in Ice Palace right now. No, we can't, because we... okay. Okay, so we do have Gannis Tower set to a random amount of crystals needed for entry. I'm guessing we're probably going to find like 3 glove upgrades in there. Let's just make our way over that way. Oh wait, or can we? Wait, no we can't. We still need... Ah, okay. Oh, we haven't done Desert Palace yet. That might be important. Okay. We actually haven't even done, Agina yet. We should probably fix that. We also haven't done the tap it up by Tower of Hera yet, but we can save that for later when we actually get desperate. Yeah, because what else can we do after this that doesn't involve Titan's Mitts? We could do Magic Bat. We haven't done Magic Bat in a long while. Which is kind of funny because the pet emo for this channel is literally designed after the bat check and the way I do it. Yeah, we haven't been able to do it in so long. Well, good thing I waited until we had boots to get in here. Because boots are hard required, apparently. Yep. Yeah, this is probably like the most linear dungeon in this game, even with the randomizer. Because there are so few checks that you can access without boots. Is that cold? So 15 degrees Celsius, so basically the top of Sims range is about 57 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's still pretty cool, I would say. Not cold straight up, but definitely cool. And then the 10 degree mark, even like lower than that. So I'm guessing probably like maybe like 45-ish. That's probably at the bottom of that range. Yeah, so if I do the actual math on that, so 80% of that is actually nice and simple. It just becomes 18. Plus 32, yeah, 50 degrees. Actually, that's only a 7 degree Fahrenheit difference? Am I doing the math wrong? It's 15. 80% of that would be 12, so 27 plus 32. Oh no, 59 to 50 is basically what that range is in Fahrenheit. Oh, there's gotta be something useful here. There aren't a lot of options otherwise. So many enemies drop 8-pack bombs. I appreciate it, but why? Quick kill, let's go. There was no... Okay, maybe the pendant is of value. Maybe it's a hospital that has like a glove upgrade or something. Because the glove upgrade is currently hard required. Next, we already full cleared pods. That's not going to be it. Yeah, so checks we haven't done otherwise. So we would still need to do Spike Cave. Nope, that's not it. Okay, so we have Spike Cave. We have Magic Bag. Let's do Magic Bags. That's going to be a little simpler to accomplish right now. Wait, did I get the early bomb checks from here again? I don't remember if I did or not. Alright, and as everybody knows, rule number 1 about Magic Bat. Pet the dog. And that's where Aaron J. Pet comes into play. I mean, we theoretically need that. In case Turtle Rock is locked by that. But that's not what we were looking for. Okay, so Spike Cave, I guess. Is there anywhere else I'm like there's gotta be somewhere else I'm forgetting honestly, but well, not honestly, obviously. Why are words hard? Ow. Rude. Rude. Although, honestly, it could also be the tablet here. Let's check that before Spike Cave, because that is so much easier and quicker to get to right now. You know what? Sure, we'll get the bug net. Why not? Come on, Titan Mitts. Nope, piece of heart. I really don't need to save magic, but I'm still going to. And fun fact, if you want to survive this entire room without using any items or anything, you need, I think, 15 full hearts to be able to survive every single step into here. There's our Titan Mess. Let's go. That's go mode. Nope. All right, first ice. I'm kind of curious to see what the actual gem requirement or crystal requirement was for Ganon's tower at this point. Because we couldn't even dip into there until just now, even if we really wanted to. I want it to be something silly like it was a 0 crystal requirement GT, but we couldn't access it until we basically beat the game. That's kind of about how these seeds go, honestly. What do you mean you didn't get hit? Cheater. So many bees in bottles. No, I kind of wish the butter sword in this game had the same trait that it has in Dungeons of Infinity, where it can just ignore the electrifying effects of enemies. That'd be so nice. All right, big trick time. Let's go, first try. Honestly, don't even really need to be doing checks. Never mind, we win. No, I'm so glad I kept doing checks. Because we got the quick end for the seed. Let's second go. GG. But yeah, that is the secret little fancy fun item in this game. Is there's a single item just called Triforce. We just found the Triforce. We don't need to beat Ice Palace. We don't need to beat Turtle Rock. We don't need to beat Ganon's Tower. We don't need to beat Ganon. We just win. And I still eagerly await the day that the Triforce is in the very first chest that we open. It's probably not going to happen because just the odds of that are just like so... Well, I guess technically it's only a 1 in 216 chance. Which, what are the odds of 1 in 216? 216, that is a 0.463-ish% chance of getting in the very first chest that we look at. It links you to the past. But whose past are we being linked to? And welcome on in, Riv. How you doing tonight? Yeah, unfortunately, that we are about to start wrapping up, so... But yeah, it's so good to see you while we can. EP just finishing up things, been looking off and on. Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely kind of getting EP on my side as well, and it's definitely about that time as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and see, while the credits roll here, let's see who we can share some love with. I see one potential target already. You are you still going? You are still going. Okay. That's another option. Any other possibilities? I think I'm gonna raid somebody I don't get a lot of opportunities to raid, because usually our stream times don't necessarily align. They have been going for quite a while, but you know, let's show some love to a good heckin' bean. But what about ending and streaming or not ending and streaming forever and ever? I mean, technically every moment is forever as long as you remember it forever in your heart. But yeah, and we were actually speaking about this person earlier, so let's go ahead and give Damage a raid. Let's go show them some love. And yeah, they're currently playing some Blasphemous, and it looks like they're on a boss, or at least a boss-ish segment, because I see like a big health bar on the bottom and a lot of like cinematic stuff going on. Yeah, they're definitely at a boss. So let's go cheer them off with their boss fight. Okay, I'm guessing this screen comes up whenever they die. Okay. Look at that. How about we do this as our raid message? I don't really get a lot of uses out of this emote, unfortunately, so let's utilize this tonight. Just kick that boss in its non-existent tail. It seems like it's basically like three, like, I don't know, like old. I don't know how to describe this boss, but yeah, it's an interesting looking boss. Let's go cheer damage on with this one. And yeah, so with that, I'll see you. So tomorrow and Thursday, we have more Final Fantasy VII going on. I don't know how long it's going to be until we actually get to the end of the game. I'm not really sure how much is left, technically. I know we still have the big, like, re-entry into Midgar to do. And then at some point, we have the crater after that and probably a few bit more side content. But yeah, we'll be doing more Final Fantasy VII on Tuesday and Thursday for a while. And then more Heritage of Dragon Sail speedruns on Friday. And yeah, that's going to be basically the schedule for a while. So with that, I shall see you all tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central. And until then, I bid you all a good night and your cat beam.